17,
God
18,
damn.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 73, 74, 75, 70. Son of a... Yeah.
Now Calum's left. We are live, by the way. Calum, not Calum. Alex said not to go live because he was going to go grab a drink real quick. So what did I do? I clicked go live.
Plastic one in the left.
I did miss you dashing out of the
The
room.
measuring
Though,
jar.
so. It's
Always
fine.
put the
None
plastic
of
one
this
in
is
there,
going
and
to
the
be in
wooden
the
ones
VOD,
I
or maybe
put
some of this
in
will
the
be
right
in the
cupboard
VOD, but not all of it,
next to
because
the
right now
flow
me and
cooker.
Tommy are talking over each other because Tommy's talking to someone on camera. So all of this is bad content, baby.
Hello.
Just part of
Hello.
it, man.
What, we live?
Yeah.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Are we live? Professionals. Yep.
Get roll with it.
We do this for a living, by the way.
Yeah, what do
It's fine.
What, is
In
Pete
fact,
paying you? What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm getting paid.
all of the,
Otherwise I wouldn't be here.
Hold on. Does that fix it? That fixes it. That's why. Okay. Cameras were also fucked. Pretty much all of that's not going to be in the VOD, probably. Because the cameras were fucked a little bit as well.
I'll leave it in.
I mean, I'm not going to leave all of it in, because a decent chunk of it was you and me talking over each other.
It's authentic.
That's the charm of it.
It's like Jackass, you know?
I remember my first streamed campaign where I game mastered was my Degenesis campaign with another group of friends. And I remember... because Degenesis is a German game, and we got into it fairly early on in its release of Degenesis Rebirth. We were, I don't know if we were the only one, but we were the biggest at the time English actual play of Degenesis. So lots of people who were getting into the game for the English translation looked it up and found it. I don't know for certain that it's the most viewed one now, but like at the time, like last time I checked, it was on like 16,000 views. Sort of thing. So, yeah, pretty big. And I remember one of the comments we got was someone so fucking mad that like it had this cool intro that I put at the beginning of it that like set the mood with like bassy music and whatever. And then it cuts to the actual stream and it's my friend Angel going, Jurassic Park. Da, 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 da. And they were like,
Someone got pissed?
killed the tone. Like I was in such the right headspace for this, and then that just instantly killed it. I'm like, Stop goofing around and being friends, man. Chill out.
I'm sorry, but that time when you're doing the Jurassic Park song while Calum stomped back into the camera.
Bruh.
Bruh.
You already called me a fucking oafish motherfucker. Wait up.
And so this probably will be in the VOD, but especially because we similarly have a sort of like tone-setting intro to Dragonriders, and maybe I'll get someone mad that we then immediately cut to us goofing around.
I mean, I remember that Degenesis intro. It was sick as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was sick as fuck with fucking Jurassic Park.
Anyways, hi everyone. This is now the proper intro. Welcome back to Dragonriders, a Song of the Damned. My name is Peter, or PB. I am your game master for tonight, and I am joined, as always, by my wonderful friends. We have Calum playing Agis. We have Tommy playing Sorrows. We have Alex playing The Ruined. And we have a yawning Samo playing Zila. I swear, Samo's like always never prepared for his intro. Like he's always like making noise or sneezing or drinking or yawning. It's just
It's my signature move now.
Everyone else is just like, hey, and then Samo's always just like somewhere else.
I'm doing my own thing.
Dragonriders is a D&D 5th edition campaign made by myself, and where we last left off our adventurers. They had found the fellow refugees camp, but it had clearly been attacked by the Kingdom of Arzamor and the Dragonriders. And so the refugees had either been taken prisoner or been killed, many of them seemingly burnt alive. So the party followed some tracks that were left. Some of them were a group, clearly soldiers and prisoners, and the others were a lone wanderer whose tracks were more recent than the rest, clearly someone else who had found the camp and left more recently. They initially followed the single set of tracks to a mystical lake with runes written in Draconic and healing waters, where their companion Dai left them with vague, "I've got to leave you here, but we will meet again at the proper time" sort of answers. I think Zila, it's fair to say, did not trust him as a result of that.
Sus.
And then you continued on to the village of Ishtalo. Here is where the tracks of the other slavers went, and you kind of investigated around trying to work out where they went. You did find out some information, including that some of them travelled by foot to the north, while others left on a ship a couple of days later. And the ship headed south to destinations unknown. However, unfortunately, you brought attention to yourselves while in the village, and a remaining contingent of Azamori soldiers then attacked you. Full disclosure, that was a really unbalanced fight. The enemies that I was using, 7 of them, were supposedly, according to Wizards of the Coast, challenge rating 1, and they kicked the living shit out of you guys. I have a little module on Foundry that is designed for me to make custom monsters, and then it works out the challenge rating for them. So I ran these guys through that just to see what it reckoned they would be, and they all came up as challenge rating 2, which means that that fight was roughly twice as hard as it was supposed to be. So yeah, it wasn't supposed to be that tough. If you watched last session and you went, "Man, this dungeon master is really fucking cruel to his players," wasn't intentional. Anyways, while they were getting the shit kicked in, being kept alive by Agis throwing a couple of healing words their way, suddenly arrows started flinging out across the village. Someone else was attacking the Azamori soldiers and coming to the rescue of our party. When the Ruined and Zila were back up, they, like a couple of bloodhounds, chased after the leader of the Azamori soldiers here and killed him with a cool combination of the Ruined chaining them to the ground and then Zila cutting their throat with her chakrams. We also heard when Zila's tattoos kind of lit up, various people react to them, including the Azamori soldiers screaming to focus their attacks on her. And also Kytheria going, "What the fuck?" and clearly being intimidated by Zila. Anyways, where we left off was with these people who'd come to your rescue saying, "If you want to stay alive, come with us." And we basically ended the session with Zila executing this Azamori leader. So, before we get started, does anyone want to do anything?
I have one very small question outside of everything. I see that you added stuff to the journal now.
Mm-hmm.
Is this stuff that you will add throughout the sessions themselves, or at the end of them? Like, for example, if we find like a new type of enemy, for example, are you gonna add them during the session?
Them afterwards, because it takes way too much effort to make them.
Okay.
And I haven't like preloaded any of them, so.
Okay.
But yes, if you guys want to navigate to the quest log, I'm just showing on stream as well. There's now a section on lore where you've got bestiary, history, organizations, locations, NPCs, kingdoms, the pantheon, basically stuff that you would know in character, and some of the stuff that we had on PDFs that I put on the Discord, now just in game, so you don't have to go fishing around for that stuff. Obviously, I don't expect you to always look at it or always memorize it or anything like that. If you want to ask a question, you can always ask a question, but if you do want to kind of look up stuff yourself, you can use that. There is also the world map is within the journal now, so you can use that. And again, you've got a party journal and your personal journal as well. Cool. Any other questions or things that people wanted to mention before we get started properly?
No.
All right. What do you all do then? Do you head with these people who came to your rescue, or do you go your own way, or stay in the village?
Before we do that, I would like to walk over to the slaver that we killed.
Okay.
And stomp on his head, just for good measure. And then loot him, see if he has any like orders on him or anything, or alternatively any sort of I don't know, trinket or something that I could take as sort of like a memento of a slaver that we've killed.
Sure. First of all, just out of curiosity, roll me a strength check.
Okay. I'm not very strong.
You stomp on his head and, break his nose. But it will take several stomps to basically cave his skull in. You can do it, because...
Oh, no, I'm not doing that. It's
Oh.
just like one stomp, just as like a matter of disrespect.
Gotcha. I thought you were doing like a, I'm going to turn his skull into paste sort of thing. So
No, it's more of that way, they just kind of like take a step and then walk over, so it just kind of like grounds it into the floor a little bit.
Gotcha. You stomp on his face and break his nose. That is about it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. This is, in terms of items that he has on him, these are the items he has on him. He has a heavy crossbow, shield, splint armor, and a vicious lance, which is a spear for all intents and purposes.
Is that... Wait, a vicious thing? Isn't that special in some kind of way?
Yes. This is a melee weapon that will do additional damage. You felt it when he hit you with it. It does fire damage as well.
Oh, fucking sick. Okay. I will be taking the lance. Actually, that's the point. How much weight do I have? I need some stuff to sell.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's a thing.
Yeah, you
Imagine
are
it.
nearish encumbrance.
Oh, right.
It's at the bottom of your inventory section. I was about to get so irate with you, Calum, until I remembered what that thing is that you just loaded up on Steam.
What do you mean just?
It just popped up saying you'd launched it, and I was going to be like, oi, why are
Oh,
you playing a
it's-
video game while
right.
we're doing D&D?
I think the reason is because my internet is very bad at the moment, so it probably just disconnected from Steam
Gotcha.
and then reconnected me.
No, I'll leave everything else.
I'm curious, is that crossbow? I mean, I'm not gonna pick up anything, but is that crossbow accurate? Does that also deal fire damage?
No, technically the crossbow, he does fire damage because of his stat block as well. But,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I would say that would be a normal crossbow.
Okay.
The other thing that you can take from him that isn't on his inventory, but you ask for like markers that he is, an Azamori slaver. Yeah, the uniform basically. In particular, Azamori slavers wear this kind of black and red cloak. If I unkill this guy real quick.
Unkill this guy. Let me raise this motherfucker from the dead.
Oh, initiative.
It's just so I can get rid of the skull symbol. Yeah, so this kind of red and black mask is something that Azamori slavers and inquisitors wear. The slavers tend to wear a more basic, simple one, while inquisitors tend to wear something slightly more fancy. But yeah, the red and black color scheme is very much Azamor's color scheme.
Okay. Is there a insignia or anything on the cloak, or is it literally just the colors?
The brooch that holds the cloak together would be an insignia. Yeah.
I'll just take the brooch then.
Okay. Okay. Anything else?
I think that's it for me, and I'll just sort of start walking back to people.
Yep.
Okie doke. Cool. Well, yeah, the people who came to your rescue are now making a dash out into the woods, so if you want to follow them, it's now or never, basically.
I'll follow.
Yeah, follow.
Yep.
Okay. You rush through the woods. The people you were with are quick on their feet, dashing over fallen trees and underneath low-hanging branches. This is an environment that they're clearly very astute to. For want of a mechanic term, essentially, if they were working in difficult terrain, they would be unimpeded by this difficult terrain. Therefore, somewhat hard to keep up with them, but not hard to keep them in your sights, but just basically if you want to try and like stay up with them and have a conversation with them while running, that will be a athletics check from you all.
Would I also be impaired?
Do you have anything special that says that you don't get affected by difficult terrain?
No, but I just thought because I was also wood elf.
Unless it's the thing that wood elves get.
No,
then-
no, no.
Oh.
I don't think so, at least.
Also, Tommy, you're rolling private just in case you didn't intend
Nope.
to be.
I did not mean that.
That's fine. Yeah, you have Fleet of Foot and Mask of the Wild are your special features. Neither of them negate difficult terrain, though.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about conversations, so
Yeah,
I'll
no,
just...
Okay.
Do you add the brooch to my inventory?
Can do. Alright. Kytheria easily manages to keep up with them. She's, lithe and quick, so it's not really an issue for her. For Sorrows, you're pretty capable of, I said athletics, not acrobatics.
Oh, athletics. Better.
Yeah, you also managed to keep up then with them. Zila, Agis, you kind of trail behind, but you're slightly ahead of the Ruined, and Sorrows, you are within, being able to talk to them at a, elevated volume where you'd have to, call out to them.
Mhm.
But it'd be like having to talk to someone who's, across a room from you sort of thing, rather than, miles away sort of thing, so...
While we're going, then I'll just say, whom do we owe the thanks?
My name, says the woman who, I can't remember if she healed you specifically, but, the healer who came in. My name is Lorelei.
Well met. Where are we escaping to?
We have a camp not too far away.
Very well. I'll leave it there for now.
Okie doke. Yeah, I'll do. Cool, the Ardamari brooch is in your inventory now.
Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, you dash through the forest then for about an hour or so. They don't, slow down pace at any point, but obviously if you needed to kind of catch your breath or anything, that's fair enough. Does anyone want to do anything else on the journey?
How long is the journey?
About an hour.
No.
Don't know. Right. Nah.
Okay. Eventually, then, you come to a clearing in the woods. This entire time, you've been fairly near the coast, and at this point, the forest kind of comes to an end where it just becomes a spattering of trees on the cliff edge, and you can hear the crashing of waves just over the other side of the cliffs. As you continue to weave, eventually, you come into view of what appears to be a fort or a castle. Well, no, castle would be bigger. We'll go with fort. But it's one that's clearly seen better days. It is dilapidated. The roof is missing off much of it. The walls are crumbling. This is clearly an abandoned fort. Calum is indeed struggling because everyone else loaded in instantly.
I might have to restart my internet quickly, because I get maybe like 20 seconds of unheated voice chat, and then it's like a good 10 seconds of just hearing like stuttering.
Okay, do what you gotta do. We'll wait here.
We had a good example of that from that sentence.
I assume now we're waiting for him to hear what we said to him.
Yeah.
We'll fix that if he needs to.
Go.
Go
Flee.
We
all
all
want
Yeah,
you.
go get.
It was a good like 20 seconds. Alright, okay. Alright. I'll be.
I'll
I'll
be.
be.
Well, I'll be.
Yep, you will be.
Do you want to try moving your token if you're currently in Foundry?
No, I'm having to load back in, so
Okay.
it'll be a
That's fine.
second.
It doesn't say that you're not in, so. While we wait, I'll continue describing the environment then. So yeah, the fort has clearly seen better days. It's, as I say, the roof is basically completely missing, and it's just the walls that stay, with different parts of the walls stopping at different heights. At a guess, some of this is just lack of maintenance and wear and tear, but also some of it looks like the only way that it would crumble in that sort of way is if the siege weapons had attacked it at some point, whether those were from trebuchets and catapults, potentially from ships or from elsewhere on the land. This fort now lies a sorrowful kind of skeleton of what it once was. And it's clearly been that way for a while because nature has started to reclaim it. Vines and moss grow over the walls and the ramparts, over the bridge that you're approaching, and all over the rocky cliffs that the fort has been built into. Down below, you can see the beach. There appears to be a lone rowboat left on the beach. And other than that, there's nothing currently, I think, that you can see that would kind of grab your attention. Also, however, I forgot, so I will go and change it now. It is now nighttime, and since it's winter, at about 8 PM, we'd be in pretty much full nighttime, wouldn't we?
Oh yeah.
While we continue, I'll also describe the people who are with you. So, Lorelei is the healer. She is this one here, the name Lorelei on her token. She's the only one who's given you her name so far because Sarah's asked. She is a dark-skinned human who has her hair in dreads kind of to one side with a shaved side on the other part of her head, and has a scar going up her jaw and cheek here that looks like a blade cut her at some point. I've changed my mind about the description I gave her last time, because last time I described her as being in like a dress and a cloak. She's not in a dress or a cloak. She is in instead leather armor, but with a kind of cloth skirt that goes down like a sort of dress or a robe down towards her ankles. but cut in such a way they wouldn't impede movement as much. The others vary a little bit. So up at the front, we've got one of the archers who is what appears to be some kind of elf. They are also wearing leather clothing and have got what appears to be war paint across their face. Another one is human, and he seems to be in his kind of middle-aged with long hair and a beard. Again, cloak and hood over his head and leather armor. We've got a tiefling who is wearing chainmail. And then we've got a human with a beard and a shaved head who appears to be wearing studded leather armor with a cloak. He's got the hood down and has lit up a pipe as you've slowed down your run with the fort in sight. And finally, you've got someone who is clearly kind of somewhere between an elf and a human, so half-elf, because he has pointed ears, but he has a beard, and he is once again wearing leather armor and a cloak with a hood. The others haven't really spoken at all. The only words that have been kind of passed so far have been when Lorelei gave you her name, Soros. Calum, you back in?
Yes.
Do you want to try moving your token just to make sure? We're back, baby. We're so back. Alright.
For now.
This way, says the Lorelei. You see and hear this one at the front give out a little whistle, which I'm not going to do on microphone because whistles tend to sound awful on microphone. But no roll needed. You can tell that it's not just her passively whistling to pass time. It is some sort of signal to someone else in the fort, basically. I've also forgotten to do this. Hold on. I'm going to fix one more thing. That's a bit better. And up ahead you can see a campfire is lit and some tents in the courtyard, a basic table made out of a barrel. Yeah, people have clearly made a people have clearly made a home in here, and it's choking me up. It's really, the perseverance of the human spirit.
Oh man, fucking society.
Yeah. Hey, Sarah, roll me a perception check.
Sure. It's going to be hard for me to see with all this blood in my eyes, but sure.
Damn.
Hey, don't put yourself down. With a 14, you notice this elvish woman kind of peering from the darkness with a quarterstaff. Doesn't appear to be readied at you, as in she's ready to attack or anything, but she does have it in her arms as if she's ready to, need it if she does need it.
Mm. Well, yeah, I suppose she doesn't really know the nature of us being here yet. I'll look at her and give her a nod.
She gives you a stern nod back in a kind of acknowledgement, but not necessarily approval.
Hmm.
Okay. As you get into the light of the campfire, the one who whistled kind of goes down to sit by the fire and warm her hands. This one sits on one of the stools and puts his feet up, while the tiefling moves into the corner, head kind of lowered down, not making eye contact with any of you, leaving the half-elf and a Lorelei to step into the light and look at you all. So, we know you're not friends of the Azamori, but beyond that, don't know nothing about you, so how about we get some introductions out of the way? He says. While he's saying this, he is kind of playing, like moving around his bow in such a way that it's just like clearly he's uncomfortable, and he's still got his weapon in his hands if he needs it.
I'll reply and say, we used to be slaves, as many were, but we are no longer. My name is Ali Sorrows. I'll let the rest introduce themselves.
I was muted. Fuck. Call me Agis.
Kytheria.
Zila.
I'll step around. Oh no,
Nope.
I'll just stay here and I'll just be like, "Greetings, I am the ruined."
Doesn't even introduce himself. We just hear us a laugh from like.
Well, as I mentioned, my name is Lorelei, and you are in my camp. This here is Malantika, Bryn, Crispus, Marcosian, and Nicholas. And I'd wager you'd all be dead if it wasn't for them.
We are most grateful. It's also nice to meet allies.
Wouldn't go that far, says Bryn from the campfire.
Well, at the very least, someone to share an enemy with.
So, you're enemies with the Azamori because they enslaved you.
I feel it's as good a reason as any.
It's a reasonable reason, I suppose. So, what, revenge?
Revenge, and to stop them doing it to more people. Especially my people.
So you're gonna take on the whole empire yourself, says Marcosian.
One small town skirmish at a time.
You might need more people if you're gonna try and do that again.
Well, for someone who claims to not necessarily be our ally, we seem to be in agreement a lot.
No offense, says Lorelei. I didn't want you to get the idea that we're opposed to you, necessarily. Bryn simply meant that we don't know you.
Well, you've definitely scratched our back, so perhaps there's things we could do about that.
What exactly did you have in mind?
I assume there's a purpose that you're camped out here. Some kind of goal, perhaps.
We travel, says Crispus, opening up a bottle with a cork and just starting to gulp down what is presumably beer or ale or something similar. Everyone roll me insight.
Insight. Ja, det.
Or, sorry, I realize that everyone's rolled now. If your bonus is higher for history, feel free to tell me what it would be if you'd rolled a history instead. Use the same dice, but
Dylan, that one.
yeah. Yeah, if you prefer to do history, then let me know.
Mine would go from a 13 to a. Mine would go from a 13 to a 17.
That's quite a bit better.
Jesus.
Soros and Zila, you two happy with
I'll
the
say,
answers?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, mine would go from a 14 to a 13, so I'm going to stick with what I got.
You didn't get a 14, you got an 11, Soros.
Did I? Oh, son of a bitch! I could do a 10 then.
Zila and Agis then, with Crispus mentioning that they travel, you start to kind of see them in the campfire light for what they are. They're nomads. They are wanderers. In fact, with that being a 17, you would know exactly who they are from the way that they talk, the way that they dress. These are Randir. They are a nomadic people who long ago were basically all displaced from their homeland and ever since have wandered around. Unfortunately, Randir have a reputation of being thieves, of being scoundrels who will kind of cheat people out of money, and worse still, in some places they are considered terrorists who basically will happily burn villages to the ground and such like because they see this as an affront to the true way that people should live, which is as one with nature. Basically the druids who are nomads.
Gotcha.
Yes, says Lorelei in response to Crispus saying that they travel. And our road is just taking us to here at the moment. Been camped in here for a couple of days now.
So, what made you help us?
You get the sense that with that, no one is particularly keen to speak up. And everything kind of goes quiet for a moment. There's a pause, a lull, where the only sounds are the crackling of the fire over here and the inhaling of the pipe that Nicholas is smoking. Until eventually he stops inhaling and goes, followed you. Saw you tracking someone. Saw you get into a fight with the Osmori cunts. Figured fuck it.
You were tracking us? Why?
I haven't.
He shrugs.
Well, that's awfully suspicious.
Can you blame us?
Yes, if you can't come up with a reason. One might assume you were going to rob us.
Well, maybe we were thinking of it, says Lorelei. Depends on your quality of character, you see. Also, Tommy, when you're ready, I did mute you, just because I didn't want to have the roleplay have stuff, so just unmute yourself when you're ready. are you server muted? No,
Doesn't say
you
it for
you
me.
were muted for me, not. Never mind, I forgot that. Yeah,
I
I forgot that. That's how that works in Discord.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was so worried I was having more technical difficulties then when you said that.
Sorry, that was just me being dumb.
What did I miss in that, like, 30 seconds?
Nicholas revealed that they had tracked you, saw that you were tracking someone, and that then you got into a fight with the Arzamori cunts, so he said, yeah, fuck it. And then the Ruin said, you were tracking us, to which Nicholas just kind of shrugged that off as like, yeah, we were tracking you. And then the Ruin basically said, it kind of sounds like you might have been thinking of robbing us, to which Lorelei said, well, yeah, we were considering it until we could work out what sort of people you are.
So you assume that we're potentially good people to you, for whom we got in a fight with?
At the very least, enemy of my enemy, right? Says Marcosian.
And there it is again. So, we've very much established that there's potential for our groups. How can we cross that bridge more?
Well, we ain't the sort for fighting empires, see? Says Lorelei. We pick and choose our fights where we can. So, if you're wanting to rally us to go start a war, well, for starters, your numbers would still be far too low, and not of interest. But if you want somewhere to rest your head where hopefully the Arzamori soldiers don't track you, you're free to stay here.
That in itself is a boon. So, you were following us. I don't suppose before you came across us, you came across the group we were tracking. The platoon carrying slaves.
Hold on, let me just double check a note that I have somewhere. I'm afraid not.
That is a shame.
I was also gonna ask if I can insight.
You can roll an insight.
I ain't asking, I'm doing.
Ooh, yeah, no.
Wow, you're so in sync.
Yeah, it's twinning.
As far as you can tell, she's not lying.
No, I mean, mine was more for, like, if they're as sincere as they seem with, like, offering us shelter and stuff.
Yeah, they seem to be willing to offer you shelter.
Okay.
If you don't mind. My team and I, we should have a conversation about this. Plan our next moves and such.
By all means. But, full disclosure, since we've talked about the possibility of one of us robbing the other, she says, looking at the ruined, y'all are injured, and plenty of my folks are sleeping right now. She says, gesturing at the dark shadows around the fort. So don't try anything.
Wouldn't dream of it.
I'll turn to face the group. So we're already behind on time to catch up with our people. If we rest here for the night, what do we pursue first? The docks or the path north?
I don't remember correctly. We lost the singular tracks, correct? They just led into the
Yeah.
village.
No, the singular tracks you lost after the lake.
Oh right, yeah.
I'd say it's safe to assume that he'd be following the ship.
Well, that's assuming that they didn't already leave before he got there.
This is true. I suppose we could ask around the docks a little. I did inquire as to whether there's a dockmaster, and unfortunately, there isn't an authority of the dock.
We didn't
But
tell all of the soldiers there. You really think we're going to be friendly next time?
Yeah,
we
I
go there?
don't think going back to this village is
I have no interest in making friends. Not in that place. It wouldn't be an easy job. But it's an option.
Where was the other path? To Hammon? wasn't
Yeah,
it?
north, and Hammon is also north.
Yeah.
That's where the people went to, right? As far
Where
as we
the
know.
Well,
people
some
who were
people.
on
Yeah,
foot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would suggest we follow the path to Hammon. I think we'd have better luck.
Very well. Zila, what about you?
Do we know where the majority went of the Azamorians?
You have no idea.
Another thing I might say is that they may have taken some on boats and some that way. We're not going to know for sure.
My thoughts too.
If
I say
they,
we stay on mainland. We go to Hammon.
the other thing is, the ship going south. That's a lot of places it could have gone to.
Agreed.
None of you found
Aye.
out anything about the ship, right? Who it
And this is
belonged
why
to,
I say,
that.
no. This is why I say we would need to go to the docks to inquire. But even that's still not guaranteed. On top of the obvious danger. So, I too vote that we go north. Agis, any thoughts?
the tracks are their only lead at the moment.
Sounds like an easy decision then. We'll rest here, then search north.
Good.
Okay. Anyone want to do anything else?
Yes. I'd like to approach Marcosian.
Okay. She sat at the table, or the barrel that is serving as a table, with Lorelei, Crispus, and Melantica. They are just, like, drinking.
Oh, they're like in a group?
Mm-hmm.
Or my social anxiety.
It's a good thing you got that infernal touch, I guess.
Damn.
I'm not good with approaching people in groups.
Do you say that in character?
yeah.
With everyone being able to hear.
Do you want me to do it for you? Says Kytheria, folding her arms and raising an eyebrow.
Yeah, I'll walk up to the table. So, is there anywhere a guest could get a drink around here?
They will kind of like look you up and down, and then look to Lorelei for guidance. To which she nods, and one of them reaches into their bag and pulls out a bottle of stout and kind of shoves it across the barrel towards you.
Much appreciated. I'll
And what do I get in return? Says Crispus, the guy who shoved it over the barrel.
I couldn't accept this hospitality for free. How much money have I got? I will, I'll put a gold on the barrel. Here's one for the kindness. And then I'll put another 2 gold on the barrel. Here's 2 for saving our lives.
They all smirk. Some of them even chuckle to themselves as you do that. Roll me an insight check.
Oh boy.
They probably don't really see value in money.
I was wondering if they'd actually see the value in money or not.
Well, since you've come to that conclusion yourself,
Yeah.
you realise that you've made a bit of a social faux pas amongst the Randir, because they don't go into shops and buy things very often, so money has little value to them.
Money not your thing.
I was thinking more commodities.
Very well. I killed this deer a few days ago. I've got some of its dried meat. Is that of any interest?
Sure. I reckon a leg for the bottle. Basically 1 ration for the bottle.
Aye. That's a fair trade. Just gonna quickly look inside my backpack as well, see if I've got anything they might like. Nah. Yeah, I'll give him a day's ration.
Cool. Just remove a ration from your inventory then.
Yep.
They pass you the bottle. Clearly something they brewed themselves. The glass bottle is murky from discoloration, clearly having been used multiple times without being thoroughly cleaned, and is sealed with a cork. There is no label on it.
Oh, I'll give it a taste.
Yeah, tastes sweet.
Sweet. Good stuff. Thank you.
No problem, he says as he tears into the deer meat.
I'll I will pull out a bit more meat and pass one to Lorelei, Marcosian, and Crispus as well.
Well, thank you.
Like I said, for the kindness and saving our lives. Plus, I couldn't make you all watch him eat some.
We tend to share anyways. She says as she chews into some of the meat, and then she goes, Nicholas, and chucks it over to him. When you're one of the reindeer, everything you own is your brothers and sisters.
Communist. What?
Respectable.
Communist.
Respectable. I feel the same way with my people. Though it would help if I found them first. I hope you don't mind me asking. Marcosian was your name, was it?
Yeah, she says, turning around.
May I ask where you hail from?
I've been...
I apologize for making you think of these things.
No, it's not. That wasn't an out of character side. That was an in character side.
Okay.
You, I'm guessing, don't know who we are. What our people are.
I'm afraid I don't.
We are the reindeer. We travel from place to place, different tribes, different clusters, different families. I've always been a reindeer. I don't have a home. If you asked me where I was born from, you'd have to go and ask my parents, and my parents have been in the ground for a long time.
I see. So home is these people that you share your time with and your journeys with.
She shrugs in a kind of, yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
Poetic. Very well. Well, it's a pleasure to be acquainted with you and your people.
What about you, laddie? Says Mountica. Where are you from?
Me? Well, I'm, fuck, what was that,
It's in your
what was
backstory,
that?
bud.
Yeah, I know, but that big, what was the actual rift called? Was it
The Great
it wasn't-
Rift.
It was called the Great Rift, okay. I hail from a small village within the Great Rift. I'd spent most of my life there, if not all of it, besides the odd excursion. Until, well, slavery.
That's a rough deal.
Aye. Unfortunately, one that many know.
The Great Rift, that's what, to the east, yeah?
Yes. Just west of First Stand.
First Stand isn't its name in this era, but I know what you're talking about.
What's it called in this era?
Oh god, now you're having to make me look up the map.
Yeah.
Because it gets renamed First Stand after the first stand happens there.
Yeah.
It is called... I think it's... Yeah, Arkmaria.
Arkmaria.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just west of Arkmaria. Separates the Tiefling and Orc lands from the rest of the regions.
Never been that far east.
Not many have. Not many would wish to, and I wouldn't blame them.
I don't know.
I
Always a
feel your
story to
people
tell.
would. Your people would definitely thrive in a place like that, that's for sure. But it's not for the faint of heart.
So, Ali, sorrows of the Great Rift. What do you do to pass the time at night after a fight?
Before he can respond, I'm just gonna pull my cards out and I'm just stood in between them. I've just been stood there, just grinning, just listening. I'm just gonna pull my cards out, thrust it through the middle, and be like, cards.
Cards. Okay.
You heard the man.
Show us how you play cards, then. The Ruined? He says, kind of questioning that that's your name, but confirming.
That is my name, yes. I play very poorly, so I'm hoping you'll be a bit better than me.
Crispus gets out of his stall and rubs Melantika's shoulders and she goes, well, best win us something good. Who knows, maybe the ruined also has an entire deer.
I don't have a deer, but I do have this vicious lance.
Pull up a stool, says Melantica. Yeah, I'm not one for cards, says Lorelei, and gestures for someone else to take a seat if they want to play cards.
Take a seat.
Okay. So we're going to do cards exactly the same way that we did it last time, which is that you can roll with the proficiency if you've got the proficiency. Otherwise, you can roll for the deck of cards. Otherwise, you can roll an intelligence check. Just an intelligence check if you want to try and outplay each other, or a dexterity check if you want to try and cheat.
It was intelligence, wasn't it? Just for straight roll?
Yeah. Also, are you betting anything during this first game?
Maybe we won't bet for the first game.
Okay.
Just so we can show them how it's done, you know?
Okay. You will play a game or a round of cards, and for a while it looks like Sorrows is, the one who's easily going to win this round. He's got all the right cards, and just at the last minute, as you kind of reveal your final, the cards, it's basically played like poker, I'm imagining. So you got the cards in the middle, and then you're like, Sorrows has been like hard, betting with chips and what have you the entire time. He's clearly got a great cards, and he reveals them, and sure enough, he's got a winning hand. And then just at the last minute, Melantica reveals his hand, and it's slightly better. Got a 19 versus Tommy's 18, so Melantica wins that game. Suppose this is quite fun. I imagine more fun when things are riding on it, though, he says with a smirk.
I'll put my lance on this game.
I'm not sure I've got anything quite as valuable.
I will put my drum, he says, and he takes out his hand drum from his pack.
Please don't let the ruin win a drum.
Oh my god. It's like in Baldur's Gate, poor performance.
I'm the little drummer boy.
Just hearing him go, kick, 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 and he's just banging the drum.
Kick, 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 kick.
Marcosian will put her hand crossbow. Sorrows, what are you betting? Or are you out?
I'm gonna take my axe off my back.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it on the table.
What?
Well, seeing as we're putting weapons on the line.
Okay.
I'm going to use my playing card proficiency this time.
Yeah, you can still use your intelligence bonus or your dexterity bonus, depending on which one you want, because I think it's going to ask you when you click it. But
Alex won that drum.
all right, Alex, you roll first.
Okay.
Come on.
Find my playing cards again.
Should be on the attributes
Oh,
screen
yeah, there it
near the
is.
bottom.
Oh, yeah, intelligence. Damn.
Do you have inspiration?
Yikes, I was hoping at least you'd win my
No.
axe.
I don't have inspiration. Oh, actually, wait. No, I do have inspiration. I'm going to use
Oh,
inspiration.
Oh my-
God. Actual goddamn fucking gambling.
at this point, it's not about the fucking drum. It's just about keeping his fucking axe.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Also, Calum, you can't talk shit. You're a gambling man.
I own it. I'm a gambling man. I don't give a shit.
Okay, I'll roll for Marcosian. Okay. Sorrows.
Got my snackies.
Mm.
You keeping that roll?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the Ruin does indeed win that round by quite a bit. Everyone else kind of had bad cards, especially Marcosian and Sorrows. So, the Ruined, you gain a hand drum, which I've added to your inventory.
He's just going around a bit. Oh, God.
My first win!
And you win Marcosian's light crossbow. She
I
will
like
also...
to think that even though the Ruined has like proficiency in playing cards, he's never won a single game.
She also does give you the crossbow bolt. She doesn't just give you a crossbow with no bolts. She does also have a longbow, so she kind of gave you her secondary range weapon.
Yeah.
I like how they saved our lives and now they just give all their weapons. Nice.
And finally, the guy who's barely keeping himself awake because he's fucking exhausted and bleeding out still gives his great axe over to the Ruined.
Yeah, he's suffering, right?
He's on 5 hit points. I mean, the Ruined's
Yeah.
on 8 hit points, like...
Yeah, we're not going to rob them, but we will swindle them for all they're worth.
I see you're still wearing clothes. What about that?
I assume that we may discuss how I may earn my axe back at some point in the future.
Don't worry. I'll give it back when I think the moment is right.
Do it like
That's
that.
how
baby boy.
romantic.
Were you intentionally referencing Die there? You'll get
No.
your great axe back when the moment is right.
Yeah, the Ruin was actually covering his eyes when he said it.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Anyone want to do anything else?
Yeah.
What are you doing, Agis?
I'd like to speak to her Lorelai.
Okay.
Lee.
Lorelei.
Yeah, that one. Oh, I'd like to thank you for getting up the Ruined. That fight. Sure, I would have got there eventually. That was her that was healed them, right?
Yeah.
I don't
she-
think
she
it was.
dead.
I think it was. I think it
Me.
was Zila that got me up. Actually,
Yeah,
I think she
Zila
came to
poured
help
a
me, but
health
then
po-
Zila got me up.
Zila poured a health potion into the Ruin's mouth. I think Lorelei might have also healed you before you ran
I didn't
off.
see it. I was busy healing.
Well, she did heal me.
Yeah.
Like, I was also down. So.
Yes, no problem. Jesus.
Are you more proficient in the sort of the primal aspect of healing, or do you know potions as well?
I'm a bit of a herbalist, yes. By which I mean she does have proficiency with a herbalism kit.
Ah. I was wondering if you might be able to help me. Pay you for your time, of course.
And what does a man like you have to offer a man like... what does a man
Ma-
like you have to offer a woman like me?
Well, I too dabble into potions and such. And I will slip into my bag and take out the quenching pilfer.
And what does this do?
Well, this is an elixir that can basically remove the need to drink for a few days. I assume it'd be handy for people like you on the road, for dire extreme circumstances.
I imagine it would be. You said you reckon I have stuff to teach you.
Well,
Says with a bemused expression.
mainly for the fact you've been here for a few days, you should know any good areas for herbs and such could be of some use. It stops me from stumbling around in the dark most of the night, not finding anything.
Come with me.
Oh. Whichever way this is, we're going. I'm about to get robbed in the corner. See you later, boys.
Godspeed.
It's fine, Calum.
Huh?
It's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Oh, hello, sir. Gets bonked over the head.
This way. She gestures and starts darting down the rocks like she's a mountain goat. Completely, absolutely fine, jumping from rock to rock and scrambling down.
Am I going to try and impress this woman? Am I going to try and impress this woman? I try.
How does your 5 acrobatics go as you try and impress her?
I slip on some moss and slide all the way down.
Okay. What, just on your your ass or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just totally unexpected, just slide all the way down.
You take 1 point of damage and you can feel that you've slightly torn up the backside of your trousers.
Oh.
I'm gonna hazard a guess. Not one for the wilderness.
No.
And why is that?
Well, can you not tell I'm a city boy?
I can tell that you were born in a city, but it's up to you if you stay that way.
Well, we'll see.
Jesus, your arse is bleeding a lot. Look how much blood you've left trailed behind you.
I have, my ass bleeds a normal amount. leave my abnormally bloody ass alone.
It's not even showing up that much in Stream View because Stream View doesn't have dark vision.
Yeah,
but,
it's a good. Wait, does she have dark vision?
She has dark vision, yeah. She's...
Oh fuck, she knows. she knows how bloody my ass is. This is so bad.
Actually, no, she doesn't have dark vision. Sorry, she is.
Save and save, boys.
To be fair, even if she did have dark vision, it would still be in shades of grey, so she might just think it's shit.
Thanks, Alex. Thanks, homie. Oh, man.
So, I'm assuming, like the tiefling, you are enslaved.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was everyone in our party.
So, what? You want revenge? You want to free your fellow slaves from some things?
Well, free my fellow slaves, yes, but do I look like the revenge type?
Perceptions can be deceiving.
If anything, I'm more here for them.
Why?
don't really have anywhere else to go.
Not back to the city then.
No, not back to the city.
Sounds like you're not a city boy to me then.
I'm just going to be a little bit speechless from that. I'm just like, oh.
What do you see for yourself? Yeah. When your party gets what it wants, do you see yourself continuing to travel with them? Any plans whatsoever?
Is this an interview?
Making conversation, she says.
Oh, right. Yes, yeah. I don't think it's out of the question. After all, I'm also not well versed in combat, so having them around keeps me safe, and having me around keeps them safe.
Fair enough. But no real plan.
Maybe down the road. But that's something I can't think about now. Keep my eyes focused on the present.
I think that's the only way to live. Plans just have a possibility of going wrong. Birds don't plan. Foxes, squirrels, some animals migrate, sure, but that's more of a necessity than a plan. Living in the moment, that's what we're supposed to do.
Couldn't agree with you more.
So,
Hey, look at this cool mushroom I found.
I'll be right back.
okay.
Yeah.
So, you can roll me with your herbalist sickle then to look for supplies, and it's normally if you get to 6, or was it if you get to get twice as much?
If I roll a 4 on my D4.
Now we're going to make it so that you are going to get to roll twice anyways, and then if you get a 4, then you're going to get 2 lots of everything anyways, so you're going to get double of everything if you get the 4, but you're going to get to roll twice essentially. Does that make sense?
Right, so I'm rolling 2d4, but if I get a 4 on any of them, I double.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so I'm
all.
rolling. Where the fuck my bag? Right, okay, rolling my herbalism. That's
Hey,
cool.
that's pretty good.
That's
And
pretty
then
good.
what? I'm rolling 2d4, yeah?
Yep.
Nice. That's 1-4.
That's 1-4. Cool. So you're going to get double on the first one and then normal on the second one, I guess. So I'm basically going to let you, if you want to, you can either focus on gathering in the forest, focus on gathering at the coast, so on the beach essentially, or split your difference, in which case you get to decide which one the 4 is for and which one the 2 is for.
I'm going to focus on the forest.
Okay, so all rolls on the forest, yeah?
Actually, no. I mean, I'll basically do both, but I want to have the 4 on the forest, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okie doke. Okay, you find another 2 red amanita mushrooms.
Hell yeah.
And 2 lots of angel's trumpet. a flower. That's name is based on the shape and beauty of it. It's the purest and whitest trumpet shaped with yellow stems. However, it can be dangerous. Inhaling the scent directly from the flower forces you to make a wisdom saving throw, and if you fail, you become confused for 1 minute.
Interesting.
Cool. So that's the stuff you found from the forest. Unfortunately, I rolled a d6 for how many things you found, and you only rolled a 2 on the d6. So 2 things, but 2 lots of it. And then for the coast, you're going to get to roll a d4. Actually, no, we'll still roll a d6. Sorry, because you rolled a 21 overall. For how many things you get on this.
Whoops, sorry, I rolled a d4.
That's fine. So on the d6, I also rolled a 2 again. So we'll get 2 on this, but you'll get 1 item for each find. Another rad Amanita mushroom.
Hell yeah.
Goddamn, we're all mushroomed up, boys.
How many does he need for a potion? Is it 1?
I think it's 1, yeah.
Baby.
Oh.
For a basic, I don't know about beyond that, to be fair.
Neither do I, because I don't know any.
Yeah. And then white orchard seed, a white ghost orchard seed, sorry, which you already have 1 of, so you found a second.
Oh goddamn! Hell yeah!
This is more rare. More rarely, the orchards produce a smaller pod holding a single white seed. Among its various magical properties, if a white seed is ground and scattered over a dead body, the body is affected by the resurrection spell. That's news to me.
Yep. Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you knew.
Nope, that's fine.
I've been sitting on that the entire time. Like, if any one of these motherfuckers die, I got this.
That's fine. I mean, resurrection is the lesser version, so
I need to be quick on.
yeah. Cool.
That means I've got 2 of them bad boys now.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
They aren't stacked for whatever reason in your inventory, but you do have 2 of them in there. Cool. So, you seem like someone who appreciates magic and mysticism, nature.
I mean, it's still pretty new to me, but yes, I'm pretty versed on it.
Do you know another rule of nature? And this is as you're finishing up gathering your supplies.
I assume it's something about giving back.
I mean, sure. I was thinking more about how in the animal kingdom, animals tend to take what they want, live in the moment and not think about the future, so roll me an insight check.
Uh-oh. I think I'm picking up what she's putting down. Question is, do I? Oh, I'm picking up what she. Yeah. I'm picking up what she's putting down.
She's coming on to you as she plays with the brooch that holds her cloak together. She kind of gives you a knowing look.
I see. I see. Well, I don't want to break these, well, sort of quotation mark them, rules of nature.
So, what do you want?
I just want you to know, Pete, that after playing Baldur's Gate 3, I'm used to a certain standard now, so I expect you to do the noises.
Leave the man alone.
You didn't have sex in Baldur's Gate 3, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Didn't something happen with Raphael's sex demon?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, he did have sex in Baldur's
Then there
Gate
was
3.
the prostitute.
So what do I want, eh?
What do you want?
Oh, man, fuck it, let's do it.
That's what he says in character. Let's do it.
Yeah, just man, I don't know.
Do you verbally respond, or do you just kind of give her a knowing look back?
Yeah.
She will move towards you and press her lips against yours. And you have a wonderful night of hedonism.
Brewing potions.
Just out on the forest floor as well. Like
Oh,
you know.
damn. Man.
All right. Anyone else doing anything else that night?
Alright, boys, stop the
Yes,
clock.
please.
Secret sex scene unlocked. Fucking go.
Stop the clock, boys.
Any
Dragonriders
percent.
Dragonriders sex 80%. It's done, boys.
I'm just very quickly gonna grab a drink because I'm not gonna. I don't know about you, but that got me all hot and bothered, and not just I finished my drink like 10 minutes ago.
Was it as good for you as it was for me, Pete?
Roll me for dick size.
Oh,
There we go.
what am I rolling?
A 1d4.
Constitution save?
Roll me a d8. I feel like a d8's reasonable. Actually, no, roll a d10 because then there's more chance for it to be higher. D8's actually quite hard.
Okay, I'm making this a private roll because these guys don't.
Okay.
No.
Damn, a 2-inch dick. Wow.
Hell yeah. My boy's packing.
God. Pete laughed so hard at his own joke then he had to get up and walk away. Proper
Damn.
knee slapper that one was.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Had to walk it off.
Cool. So, Sarah, as you said, you wanted to do something else?
Yes. After how long have we been playing cards at this point? Do you reckon?
An hour? That sounds reasonable.
Yeah, after an hour, then I'll turn to Marcosian. I must profess, I find your beauty awe-inspiring. A monument
Everyone's
to
fucking
joy, comfort, and desire. Your glowing eyes instill a fire in me that 1,000 battles throughout history could not hold a candle to. Perhaps you'd like to go for a walk.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Will he get advantage because of his infernal touch?
I was gonna say, yeah, it's Van pulling out the infernal touch. As he strokes her hair.
He can roll with advantage for his infernal touch. Whether I
Hell yeah.
accept his advantage dice or not is going to be another thing entirely.
Oh, okay, well, I mean,
15!
I'm flattered, she says. But I am spoken for, she says, and gives a quick glance over to the campfire where you see Bryn, who is kind of squatted down there, is currently watching you with a certain level of intensity.
Oh. Well,
don't forget, you don't have a weapon right now, bro.
well, she's very pretty too.
Right. How to put this delicately? For me and her, the wind does not blow that way.
Very well.
Your tiefling friend, though, she says with a smirk.
I'll pass on the message.
I'm kidding, but maybe a bit young for you, but she's pretty.
She's more like a... Well, I wouldn't say a sister. Misbehaving cousin?
I see. Okay. Anyone else doing anything else that night?
The Roman just banging his drum.
With
Everyone
the
trying to
axe.
bang tonight. God damn.
Yeah, I mean, he is banging as well.
Yeah.
Are you actually playing the drum?
No, but like, after I play cards and like, did this conversation just happen in front of all of us? By the way.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. In that case, I'm gonna just walk away and like sit down in a corner, and I'm just gonna be staring at Bryn.
Okay. I'm
Everyone's
gonna
got such weird tactics. It's crazy.
roll-
What's
like-
going
like
on?
not, but like
Just
not.
scary.
You know, I'm not doing it. Yeah, I'm not trying to do it. Like blatantly. I'm trying to be a
Oh my
bit
God.
discreet about it.
It doesn't matter, mate. Look what I just rolled.
Oh,
Oh,
and
no.
You kind of like lock eyes at the back of her head, and almost like clockwork, you see her ears twitch. She turns around and locks eyes with you.
for the first time as well, like she's probably the only one that notices if anyone is looking, because obviously I'm trying to be discreet. For the first time, really, since like I've been transformed, the grin is not on my face.
Okay.
Shit.
She will kind of tilt her head like, you want something?
I'll just sort of like shake my head a little bit, and I'll just look down.
Okay. She will go back to looking at the fire then and trying to ignore the fact that you are looking at her.
Since I'm not really doing anything, can I roll to see if I notice?
I was gonna
that
ask if I could.
interaction?
Yeah.
Yeah. Perception check from both of you then.
Perception. Easy.
Nice.
Oh goddamn!
Oh
Uh,
shit!
The ruined. You said you were trying to be discreet about it, so do you want to roll a stealth check? I'm going to say the nat 20s automatically succeed, but just to
Yeah.
basically see whether Zila also succeeds.
Sure.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Zila, you notice that like the ruin. I'll leave it up to Alex how much you pick up then, whether you just pick up on them looking eyes, or whether it's the facial expression or anything. Like I'll give Alex full agency in terms of what is.
I think it's probably very obvious the shift in his face compared to his usual like creepy grin is now no longer on his face. Whether I was looking at her, I don't think Zila would have picked up that I was looking specifically in her direction.
Okay. But yeah, Sorrows, you absolutely do pick up on that.
I'll please excuse me.
Okay,
I'll,
that's unfortunate.
What's that?
I was totally planning for Meltica to come onto you, but you're excusing yourself now.
Oh, well, I
It's
mean, if
fine.
you've got to do something.
No, he wouldn't have done it. He wouldn't have done it before you excused yourself, so it's fine.
Okay. Please excuse me.
Sad looking mouth. Be like, oh.
You know, it's come to terrify me more now that that smile isn't on your face. What's your issue with Bryn?
It's not her in particular. It's the name.
Oh,
I was trying to distract myself from it, but my daughter's name was Bryn. Is Bryn.
I see. I wasn't aware you had family.
Oh, yes.
When did you last see her?
Over a decade ago.
It's quite some time. May I ask, what happened?
What always happens. The Empire.
They took family from me too. I'm not sure if my parents are still out there, and by the sound of it, you're not too sure whether your daughter's out there either.
My wife, too.
Well, time will tell. What was your wife's name?
I'll just kind of look down and like sort of like caress my hands a bit. Lorana.
Lorana. And Bryn. I'm gonna put the side of my hand onto the Ruin's chest and say, "Hold fast, Ruined. There's a piece of you yet remaining in there. It and them may yet be saved." And I'll shake it on there and pull away.
I'll look up and the grin will slowly start to return to my face. I will reclaim what was mine.
We all will.
We will
On their
bring
blood and skulls.
sorrow and ruin. What a pair!
That's certainly a ring.
Do people in the camp hear that laugh?
I'll leave it up to Alex if he'd already done that laugh at all during the card game.
Probably not. I think Rune was kind of like he was trying to, like as he said, he was trying to distract himself, so he was kind of like suppressing, you know, like the true craziness, trying to keep it under wraps. But it's just getting a little bit too much.
Hey, Alex. Have an inspiration point, buddy.
Thank you.
Use it
Back
in
to
your next
gambling.
Okay, anyone else doing anything else?
Can we just take camp anywhere?
Yeah.
Because we have to. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. If no one's doing anything else, then long rest.
Is New Day?
Is indeed a new day.
I love New Day.
Hey Agis. Up
Yeah?
to you. Do you stay in the forest with a Lorelei, or once you're done having sex, do you return to the camp? Do you sleep
They had
underneath the
sex.
stars with her, or?
Hey man, I'm just following lead.
Okay. Then you will indeed return to camp at some point. Because
Excellent.
it would be weird if you didn't, is her logic.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Keeps trying to make me eat the rainbow mushrooms. every time I long rest.
Eat the rainbow
Which-
mushroom, man.
which just make you fucking hallucinate colors.
Listen, we don't approve of peer pressure in this game, but also eat the fucking mushrooms, man. It'll be funny.
Yeah, apparently it keeps telling me to. Like, goddamn.
Okay.
But they come back together
It would be
out of the forest.
a couple of hours after, well, let's say like another hour after the whole Sorrows and Ruin scene. So if you were still up, Zila, at that point it would be like 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock. Roll me a perception check.
Yeah, I'll say it was.
You do not spot them coming back together. You just at some point notice that Agis has returned.
Oh, lucky.
Hey, the Ruined and Sorrows take your long rests.
Oh yeah.
And no more blood.
Not for me.
Oh wow! So this is what this place looks like.
Do you not have dark vision?
He does.
No, it's because there's blood all over the screen.
Oh.
Yeah, Sorrows just recovered 30 hit points from that long rest, so
Jesus, I don't even have that much.
Big
Okay.
boy needed his EP.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing in the next day?
Also, Pete, I would have given her the pilfer.
Oh, right, okay, I'll remove it
Yeah.
from your inventory.
Well, man of my word.
In before you like take teleportation circle and end up in the desert this session. Alright. Yeah, what are you guys doing?
Maybe.
Say our
Pack
goodbyes. Yeah.
What was that, sorry?
We'll say our goodbyes and pack to leave.
Okay. They all bid you a fond farewell. It was a pleasurable night. You ended up not being problematic. You did not attack them. They did not have to attack you. As far as you were aware, none of them stole anything from you, other than maybe one young Eladrin's heart.
Damn.
And you head off then.
I'm curious, did you have like a emergency fight scene in here where it would turn into a combat? Is that like
I feel like Pete always has an emergency fight scene. It's called just DMing.
yeah, I mean, but like, were you expecting
I said
for
yes
us to
for
fight in
sex?
here?
I'll put it this way. The Randir were obviously a group that I created in the aftermath of last session, where I Deus Ex Machina'd a bunch of archers to help you guys out, and had to then give them a reason for existing and a personality and everything. And now that they are within the world and you've interacted with them, the possibility of you coming across them or other members of the Randir is now a possibility. And if you had chosen to be violent against them, that is also a thing that, you know, I could prepare for as needed.
Okay.
But no, I was like trying to like work out what they were, and I came across, don't know if you guys have heard of them, the Vistani in D&D. The
Name rings a bell.
Vistani are basically the official D&D Forgotten Realms version of the Romani. And I was like, actually, that's a pretty like interesting route to take these people, as kind of like inspired by Romani travelers. So yeah, that's the route I kind of went with them.
Interesting.
But yes, also this would be a fun map to do a combat in, so you know. Anyways, as you're leaving the camp, you see an army of Arzamori soldiers approaching with a dragon.
Hell yeah.
Gulp.
With a dragon as well. Easy.
All right. So yeah, you say your goodbyes, and then what do you guys want to do? Do you want to go to the map of Terral to like look at your plans and what have you?
I mean, probably just go back to the village and head to or
Not
follow
back
the
in
tracks
the
even.
village.
I mean, we'll just go find the tracks again and then follow the tracks again.
Well, the
Right.
tracks went into the village and out of the village, and you never found where exactly out of the village. You just know they headed north. So if you want to follow the tracks, you'd be going back into the village, or you can go around the village and try and pick up the tracks beyond the village, is what I'm basically saying.
But I think we just want to go to, what was the place called again? Hammon?
Hammon? Yeah.
Hammon? Yeah. So yeah, that.
Everyone in agreement?
Yes.
Then it sounds like we're going to have to do some travel prep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, can we count as already getting carouse? I mean, we had
I'll
a
let
pretty
you-
good night.
I'll let you roll it with advantage. How about that?
Sounds good to me.
Assuming that that's the one you want to go with.
We'll see.
Okay.
So
you'd
we're here and we're
actually
heading
be
north. Is
a little bit further back. You'd be about here-ish now.
this a desert by any chance?
No.
Okay. Just making sure.
Look, I may have seen Dune. I may have been inspired by Dune. Full stop.
I'm just making sure.
You're near a sandy beach right now.
Oh no, guys, you're forced to walk on the beach.
Alright, so you want to travel to Hammon then, yeah?
Yes.
Yep.
Do you want to stick to the road, or do you want to try and travel cross-country?
I mean,
We're
I'd
in the
rather not
Azimori
enter
Empire,
town.
correct?
Technically, with you going back to the Randir camp, the Randir camp was technically on the other side of the river, so you're technically currently in the Kingdom of Valenn, but you're like very close to the border.
But we're heading into the Empire.
Yes.
Well, I think then we should stay off road.
Okay.
Agreed.
That will make the terrain more difficult, thus making the DC more difficult, but also it might make the journey shorter because you're cutting cross country. So,
Yeah.
okay. So, if you just want to do a straight shot, then 4.5 days.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Okie doke. Let's have a look. See.
Did we actually have a talk about how big that place is? Is it like roughly as big as the other city we're in?
I don't
What was it called again? Wait.
think
the
you
journal.
got a specific scale size, but it would be comparable to Nilnaid, yeah.
No idea.
Okay, so once again, it's going to be a short journey. Unfortunate with the weather. No hurricane, but cool. I've decided on the DC. So preparation stuff. So before the party sets out or starts making preparations, the players must select their role. So I'm assuming you're all keeping your same roles.
Yes, I will indeed study the weather.
Okay, so you can all make one preparation each.
Yeah, there was one preparation that I... Wait.
So, Calum, you're studying the weather.
Yeah.
Alright, you survey the state of nature around you and do your best to forecast the weather, allowing you to prepare accordingly. Make an intelligence or a wisdom nature check. So nature with intelligence or wisdom. That is a fail.
I'd like to use an inspiration.
Before you do that, does anyone... I think someone has a thing where they can allow you to re-roll it if they want to.
I don't think it's a reroll. I think it's adding a 1d6. I think that's what it is.
Okay.
But I don't have
Calum,
it.
you're still rolling on private, but I think with 1d6 it is possible, but hard.
Wait, is it a saving throw? Because then
no,
I have
this
it.
is the skill check.
Okay.
I'm just gonna use an inspiration.
Okay.
I think it's better odds.
Hold on, don't do that yet, because I'm just seeing if I can help you at this stage. Because I know I have a reroll, but I don't know if that's until we actually leave. I realize I've been driving the fort. A reaction while on a journey.
To be fair, I think it might be Calum who can give advantage to someone else, potentially. I can't remember.
I think that's also on a journey.
Alright, so you're using an inspiration, are you?
Yes.
Cool. Can you roll publicly this time? Thank you. That is still a fail.
Okay.
So, you study the weather, but you're not quite sure. Dark clouds, it's windy at the moment, but
Oh god.
how
Tornado.
good or bad, it's hard to gauge. Alright, let's go around. Has anyone else made a decision of what they want to prepare?
Yep.
What are you doing?
Pack.
Okie doke. So you're going to lug, haul, and consolidate the party supplies, then painstakingly organize and pack them tightly to make them as easy to carry as possible. So make an athletics check with either your strength or constitution. That is a success. So that reduces the journey difficulty by 2.
Cool.
Alex and Samo.
I'm gonna do carouse.
Cool. As I said, you can roll this with advantage because, quite rightly, you did carouse last night. So you can make a athletics, performance, or gaming set check with your constitution.
Okay.
Dang.
Oh no, not hiccups.
Constitution with advantage.
Hell yeah.
That is success.
Not bad.
Not only is it a success, it's a success by 5 or more. You had a joyful and memorable time. As well as advantage on ability checks during the first encounter, you also learned something valuable about your journey, decreasing the difficulty by 2.
Very.
Yeah, you found a route that is going to ensure that you can stay near streams of spring water, which means that you should have fairly easy access to clean water along the way, meaning it won't slow you down having to scavenge for that.
Tight.
Cool. Samo, what are you doing?
I'll do research. So I'll roll history. Hey.
Okay, so I guess your research kind of involves more like asking the members of the Randir about the terrain and that sort of thing.
Yeah, the
since
map.
You don't, yeah.
Yeah.
You've made an intelligence history check on a success. Each party member may re-roll a failed ability check once before the end of the journey.
That would also include Calum's failed roll.
It's a shame that you did your preparation after Calum then, huh?
That's
Womp womp.
Calum can have his
Oh, well.
inspiration point back if he wants.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
It's up to you, Calum, if
take
you
that.
want to have
I'll
that
take that.
refunded then. Cool. Okie dokie.
Nopey dopey.
Opie dopey.
I have to write that down, otherwise I forget that I have that.
What, opie topey?
Okey
No. The fucking thing I just got.
I have opie topey.
Question mark.
Question mark, yeah, that's a good point. I have Opitopi.
Question mark, question mark. Is new day?
Exclamation.
Question mark.
It's new day.
Cool. So now we do the group travel check. So the group travel check is with whichever thing you want to use from your roll. The DC has been reduced in total by 4.
That's nice.
I should try and invest in some cartographer's tools at some point. It might be
Yeah.
handy.
It's almost like you have a guy that can just create any tool. It
Yeah,
may
but
take
you
an
can
hour.
you can only have that one tool though, can't you? You can't like just keep creating tools.
I can.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, it just replaces the tool that he already had.
Yeah,
You
that's
can't have
what I
multiple
mean.
at the same
Replaces,
time.
replaces
but
the
yeah.
tool I made.
Yeah,
like-
exactly.
he made, I think, blacksmithing tools or whatever. Or was it alchemist tools? I can't remember what you made.
No, I made leather working tools.
Leather working tools. If he's not actively using those, he could turn that into cartographer's tools and then turn it back again.
True. I'm not sure. It'd probably just be better to get my own though, because
Hey man, 50 gold, 50 gold. That's all I'm saying.
true. I still want to get a fucking poisoner's kit as well if I can.
Alright. So, let's go around the table. Calum, what are you rolling as your roll?
I believe I'm going to be trying to roll the one that allows me to use my leather working. That's something to do with checking everyone's kit, if I remember correctly.
Okie doke.
Where is it? Yeah, good as new.
Cool. So you're going to do good as new. You take an inventory of you and your allies' equipment, sharpening blades, tightening straps, mending saddles and stirrups, and reshaping dented armor. Make an ability check using leather workers' tools to ensure the quality of the party's gear. So roll leather workers' tools. That is a success. Cool.
Hell yeah.
Tommy, what are you doing?
Outward confidence.
Cool. Last time, if memory serves, you got a nat 1 on this and stubbed your toe.
I think that's I think I rolled an inspiration to fix it, but yes.
You are a bastion of hope and optimism to those around you. Make a charisma persuasion check to inspire others for the journey ahead. That is a fail.
Oh boy. Oh.
You can reroll that if you want.
Yeah, with Samo's thing, you can re-roll that.
I would like to re-roll that.
Okay.
Oh no, not performance. Cool.
Aye.
That is a success. Alright. Alex, what are you doing?
Ooh. Well. Well. Seeing as we're going to be going off-road, let's leave no stone unturned.
Okay. Your expertise with the natural world allows you to predict potentially dangerous wildlife you'll encounter along the way. Make a nature check with intelligence to research the local flora and fauna before you set out. That is a fail. Once
You can
again,
also reroll?
Yeah, re-roll with Samus. It's
Oh,
once
can
per
I?
journey though, so if you want to keep it for the encounter, then
Or
Ah,
someone
fuck
can
it.
add a 1d6 to that as well. I'm not sure who that is though.
I can do that for you if you'd like to roll an extra d6.
I can also let you re-roll.
I'll take the D6 if that's okay.
okay.
'Cause I don't think the DC is that difficult.
That is a success.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Cool. And finally, what are you doing, Sam?
I will slip the news.
Cool. So you keep the shadows and out of sight as the party departs, making it hard for anyone to follow your trail. Make a stealth check to ensure the party is not followed.
Up.
That is also a success.
Oh yeah.
That is, I think, the first time since the first journeys that you've all made a success. However, once again, with us still doing shorter journeys and not big long distance ones, the minimum number of encounters is 1, and the benefit for everyone succeeding the group party check is that it reduces the encounters by 1, but to a minimum of 1. So, unfortunately, you all succeeding doesn't actually change the net result of there being a single encounter, but at least you don't have multiple encounters like you had last time.
Yep.
So, encounter time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry about the cameras. They're going to be fixed momentarily. It's just, yeah, my fucking setup. Cool. So, we are, I would say, in forests. Actually, I'm going to let the group debate forests or farmlands. Which one would you say is more accurate for the terrain between here and Hammon over here? Obviously, this is dense forest here, but there would be dotted forests anyways. But also, farmland could be relevant.
Either or. Seems more better for you to make the call.
It's all random.
Depends on when the encounter is going to come in.
Depends what way has more dangerous nature.
Alright, I'm going to do it the way that Calum kind of said it, which is that it's a 4-day journey, so I'm going to roll a d4. I'm going to roll on Foundry as well. I'm going to make it public. So I'm going to roll a d4, and so 1 means you're close to Ishtalo, therefore it's farmland. 4 means you're close to Hammon, thus it's farmland. 2 and 3, you're in the middle, it's forests. It is forest. Okie doke. So,
I thought it was the farmland for Hammon.
No, 1 was farmland because it was close to Ishtalo. 2 and 3 was forest because you're in between, and 4 was farmlands again because you're close to Hammon.
Oh. I thought you said 1 and 2 was Ishtalo and Hammon, and then forests for 3 and 4.
I did it for the days, which is slightly weird, but yeah, it makes sense. Okie doke. So, Alex, you and I both get to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 1d12.
Okay.
You rolled a 5. And I rolled that. Okay. So, with your 5, you have landed on danger afoot. Meanwhile, I have landed on a chance meeting.
Ooh.
Give
That
you
sounds mysterious.
a brief rundown. A chance meeting is a random encounter of pure chance with someone or something, which could be good or it could be bad.
You just find Die walking around in the forest.
Yeah.
Oh hey guys.
Meanwhile,
Cat.
Gato.
danger afoot is a paw, basically like a cat's paw with claws in it. Yeah, danger afoot is something dangerous, let's just put it that way. I think that one kind of speaks for itself. Now, obviously, XP is always a possibility, loot is always a possibility, danger afoot could be good. The other thing worth note is that a chance meeting doesn't necessarily mean a positive chance meeting. Can still be a negative and dangerous one.
Like in Monopoly.
Still a chance of XP
Yes.
and loot. Well, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm liking the sound of a chance meeting.
Yeah, that's extra random. I like
Yeah.
that. I don't mind
gambling
combat.
What was that, Cal?
man. I am a gambling man.
Yeah.
Okay. So chance meeting?
Yeah.
Look at that boy.
My broski.
I need to bring the boys over to you at some point and they can have a play date.
Or try and kill each other. Either one.
Maybe. We'll
Same
see.
thing.
I have a good feeling. Yeah, yeah, mine too. And if anything happens to us, the Uno's going to be right there. Yeah, it's going to be 2-on-1 anyway, so I'll take the chance.
What's going on, people? What are you doing? So we've already been through one day, yeah?
This would take place on the second day.
Okay. What about the first day?
What about the first day?
Do we get to do some rolls for stuff on the first day? Can't remember. Did you say that I only get to roll on herbalism once for journey?
I think we said once for rations. I think we said every day for herbalism.
Ah.
Based? I'd like to do that then.
Okay.
Mink.
Where I'd done more of my book.
You technically had last night to do it if you wanted to as well. So
Oh,
you had
yeah,
2
sick.
days on it because the first day of the journey and then last night. at
Fuck
camp.
yeah.
Okay.
Let me just help with the views.
Get. Oh!
Alright.
Look at you, buddy.
You should edit the thumbnail to be Iroh with like his eyes bleeding and done in
God, what the fuck, man?
You find the ruin's favourite sex toy and find a hag finger.
Hell yeah.
A what?
A hag finger.
Oh, a
Oh,
hag
right.
finger.
What I find.
Yeah.
Ah.
Which I've added to your
Okay.
inventory. These small tubers are pale, sickly green and resemble long fingers. When dried and ground up into a powder, it gives off a strong aroma and can be used as a herbalism and potion ingredient.
Excellent.
Cool. Bear with me 1 second, folks.
I thought Iroh just made a tiny meow then, and then I realized it wasn't him, and it was actually just my nose squeaking from where I just.
That is
Okay.
crazy.
I tried meowing at him a second ago to make him meow down the mic, and instead he just gave me a cat kiss.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
happy with
better.
that result.
He's so tame.
Right now,
Yeah.
he's a daddy's boy. That's why.
It's because you've made him a little bitch.
He just beats his mum up.
Just let him hunt, man. Let him go outside and kill things. Ignore the fact that you live on like a 3rd floor flat. In the
You can
middle
kill
of
the
town.
pigeons.
Well, that's true, actually.
I'd appreciate that, if anything. I'll teach you to hunt pigeons. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah.
Fucking adorable.
Very cute. To think I hated cats.
I know, you fucking monster.
This one has changed things.
Would you say that you're a cat boy now, then?
I would say I'm yeah, I prefer them to dogs. I'm a cat person.
Mo will be very happy that you're a cat boy.
Yeah. Not that kind of cat boy.
Oh.
You said it.
Though Mo's an artist, so anything could happen.
Is it worth me spending somewhere in the region of $100?
You got a giant fucking nose, cat.
Whoa.
It does. He's got a giant fucking
That's
nose.
too far.
You know, you don't know. You don't know.
You're giving
I'm
me
allowed to say
complex.
Yeah.
That's what all abusive parents say, Tom.
What, you got a big fucking nose?
No, I'm allowed to say it.
Yeah, I am allowed to say it.
To be fair, that is what he said when he was talking about Chester being ginger.
Yeah, I probably did.
I think you specifically said it when you became ginger yourself. You're like, now I'm allowed to be offensive to gingers. And I was like, that's not how it works. When you culturally appropriate someone else doesn't mean you're not
It was
allowed
because
to
of
be
my
offensive.
beard, probably. Because I got the ginger gene.
Anyways, on the second day, you're traveling along through the wilderness of the Kingdom of Aasimar. The Kingdom of Aasimar is quite beautiful, to be frank. You know, think of it as classic medieval Europe. I would say, you know, it's a little bit more kind of warm here, so maybe like rural France in its sort of terrain. Verdant fields scroll on for what looks like forever. To the east, the Lelion Mountains are still within view, but you've kind of gotten away from the cold of them now. It's still late autumn, so it is still fairly cold, but you know, it's not awful today. Unfortunately, and I forgot about this factor when I was choosing which particular image to use here, it is poor weather, with specifically torrential rain pouring down on you, beating into your hoods if you've got them, if not just pelting your hair, pelting your face, you know, making your flesh and your clothing just slick. It's uncomfortable. It kind of makes things feel heavier and slower, and it makes visibility poor. You've heard stories about supposedly anywhere in the Kingdom of Aasimar you can see the spires of Aasimar itself because of how tall they are. If that is true, it's not true in this poor weather. As you're walking along, can I get you all to give me a perception check?
Oh.
You may, because you asked so nicely.
Oh, thank you.
How polite.
Okay. Sorrows and Zila, your kind of precision survivalist hunter modes activate as you hear stuff rustling in the trees overhead. Something is in the branches above you.
Can I make out what it is?
With your 16, you peer a little bit closer, and you see a humanoid figure clutching the branches, kind of hanging down low, with one hand on the branch and then both feet, its other hand hanging low. He's looking at you with eyes wide, filled with some sort of emotion. You can give me an insight check. Physicality-wise, he's small. He has pointed ears and a sharp chin. And with that nat 1 insight check, Zila, he is filled with lust for you. You are the most beautiful thing he has ever seen. And you're certain that in this torrential downpour, you just soaked your skin. You look like hot shit.
Well, I mean, if, you know, Calum pulled it off tonight, you could too, Summer.
Is... Oh yeah, no, go ahead.
With a 21, by the way, if the description didn't sink it in, this is a gnome.
No.
Okay,
No.
fuck you. My turn.
And Sorrows, with your 21, that wide-eyed look is both absolute terror and confusion. What in tarnations? Don't approach them, laddies. Don't. He says, and you suddenly hear the rustling of more tree branches and notice other gnomes clinging from the trees.
What manner of majestic creatures are these?
Majestic.
What sort of devil beast be ye that you wander like this?
Devil beast. Harsh words.
Tell me now what dark magic you possess, heathens.
Dark magic isn't really my thing. I prefer to crush and maim my enemies. But you may not be an enemy.
I use blood magic.
Okay, well, apart from him.
You still didn't explain how ye be traveling like this.
On our feet?
Yeah.
How the
Rain?
ground did not burn ye. You walk like gods.
Perhaps we are.
Roll me a deception check.
Oh my god. Yes, please. No, can you roll it?
Gods, demons! You hear the of a tiny arrow whiz over your head as one of them clearly looses a string and tries to shoot you.
You're very trigger happy, aren't you? Well, trigger happy probably isn't.
Well, crossbows have triggers.
Oh, there you go. You're very trigger happy, aren't you?
Actually, I was shooting with a short bow. You hear from one of the other trees.
Finger
Knock
happy?
Well, let's not go there. Look, we don't mean you any harm, as long as you don't plan on shooting at us again.
Roll me a persuasion check. No, you heard them. You heard the stories of old. Only heathens and evil men can walk on the ground. Kill them, burn them, purge our forest. And you hear a bunch of gnomes readying for battle.
Oh my god.
Do you want to stay and fight and slaughter a bunch of gnomes, or do you just quickly outwalk them since they're all just near this cluster of trees?
This is the fight I've been waiting years for, man. I'm not skipping this.
He's just chopping the trees off so they don't have anywhere to hide.
I'd like to watch Sorrows just absolutely decimate a goblin. Not
Wait.
a goblin, a gnome,
I would like to remind Sorrow specifically that he
Yes.
currently doesn't have a weapon.
Yes, exactly. Was that given back?
I don't need one. I have my claw hands. It's better than the axe was.
Okay.
I will kill these with my bare hands. Not
Yeah,
you. You're cute.
I don't want to get in on this fight.
Yeah, if I see Sorrows even like go towards them, I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna take a defensive stance. I'm gonna get ready for them to shoot at me again and see what happens.
Okay.
How far away are they from me?
They're literally like you're walking underneath the shade of some trees, and they're up in the trees.
Okay, yeah, I'll stand my ground then. I'll get ready for action.
Can I inside check Soros to see if there's any deep-rooted issues with him with gnomes?
It's not so much sorrow.
I didn't even know what they are. You thought they
I'll
were
inside.
majestic creatures.
Hey, yo.
You sense that this issue that Sorrows has is, as I say, not really something that's an issue that Sorrows has, but an issue that echoes through the eons of future and past, and is more of a Tommy issue with gnomes.
Right. Whoever is controlling this Soros person has severe issues with gnomes. Okay.
You could have just left it with severe issues.
Please, we could just outwalk them.
I
Agreed.
agree. This is kind of a waste of time. I'll make sure for them to hear that I call them a waste of.
Wow.
I'd also like to make a perception check to make sure that Sorrows isn't putting any of them in his pocket.
Wait, aren't they up in the tree?
He's a tall motherfucker.
Okay,
He'll
you know what?
find a
That's
way.
okay. That's a good point, I guess.
We all just briefly look to the side, and then we look back and just see Sorrow's just like reaching up and looking around like, huh?
While this is going on, they are continuing to open fire on you, so I am going to need a decision. Are you staying to fight, defend yourselves, or are you going to just leave?
No.
I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, that's like.
Can I say something else to them?
Sure, but you failed 2 charisma rolls on them, so you're not going to persuade them or deceive them or intimidate them at this point.
I want to
You
ask
might
them a
intimidate
question.
them, but they're going to attack you anyways, basically.
I want to ask them a question.
Okay.
Is it hard for you to traverse these trees, staying in the same location for your whole lives, if you can't touch the floor?
He wants to know our secrets! Cut out his tongue and feast on it!
Wow.
Are these like red caps or something?
No, they're gnomes.
They're just normal dudes.
They're just,
Okay,
we're just normal
So-
men.
We're the demons.
I'm underneath the tree, right?
Yeah.
Can
No,
I
don't shake the tree.
can I attempt a feat of true 6'7" tiefling energy and just boot this fucking tree?
Sure. Roll me just a strength check then, I guess.
Don't forget, you still have my reroll. Oh,
Alright, let me go look up the stats of a fucking tree.
You brought this on yourself.
It's not so low that it's like, you know, get out of here, but it's also not so high that it's a definite yes, so it's I actually have to refer to it.
Like we've been playing D&D for a pretty long time now, and there's still just some sentences that get me.
yeah.
Let me look up the stats for a tree.
One of the things Pete did not expect to happen today. He was not prepared for the tree stats. I can't believe it.
Okay,
There's always a good sentence coming when gnomes are involved. Let's be honest.
well, you're gonna hit the tree.
Good.
Roll me an unarmed attack then.
Can I use my claws?
If you go into a rage, yes.
No, okay, I'm gonna rage, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, this is so bad
Oh,
as well.
no.
Do the damage to the attack already hit.
Oh,
That was just damage.
Yeah.
yeah.
Your
Oh, sweet.
17 was the hit.
Or-
Okay, you see the bark shake slightly.
Do they lose, like, are they losing the grip or anything?
No, but
Are
now
your
we are going to
claws-
enter into combat.
Oh,
claws, your claws do more than that, don't they?
He's not
It's
in
a
a rage,
rage.
so he can't use his claws.
Oh, I thought you did.
Not yet.
Oh.
I'll try to do them a favor and show them the ground is okay, but I guess it's gonna take more
Manhandle your
convincing.
cat when you're doing this.
Yeah, what an EP boy. Oh, look at him. Oh,
He fucking loves it. He loves it when I pull his face back.
Oh my god.
He goes into proper fucking coma, don't you? Yeah.
You just
so EP. Oi.
He's an
you're just
EP
treating
boy.
this cat like a gnome, and it's very worrying.
Oh,
There's no room for
When I get
cuteness
under
right
that-
now. You're in a lethal battle with a bunch of fucking gnomes. So, can you roll initiative, please? This is a very serious campaign with
Yes,
very
yes.
serious, dramatic moments. And
Oh, I-
roleplay.
Why am I here? I
This
walked
is
off.
very serious.
Why am I?
You can move 30 feet before the combat begins.
I walked off.
Yeah, man, I walked off.
What are these?
Yeah, I guess I would have been over here as well because I started walking off.
Yeah, same.
You put the battle music on and the cat bit me. What the fuck, man?
Damn, he chomping hard.
It's jumping on me.
Oh, I can't wait until Monday.
I mean, like cat, like son, I guess. There's just a little
Ow.
photo of your son biting your nose.
Of Suckler, yes.
You guys are just gonna get like shit tons of pictures. By the
Oh,
way.
I'm expecting it.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm expecting the amount of memes I send you a day as cat pictures. That's what
For
I'm
each
expecting.
cat, though.
I'm also gonna start an Instagram and a cat YouTube channel. It's decided.
Oh dear
Amazing.
God.
Damn.
That's a lot of work.
This is not. You just record them doing cute shit and upload.
In
I'm gonna be doing most of that anyway.
in conformative too, but it's instead of yes or no, it's just cat meows.
Yeah.
Right. Roland and Agis roll initiative. You are technically in the combat. You start to walk away.
I don't want to be here.
It doesn't mean they won't attack you.
Oh yeah, better roll.
That's how much I don't want to be here. I rolled a 1 on initiative.
Motherfucker fell asleep.
Alright. The first gnome then.
I'll eat boy.
What's the range on this? Okay, they can hit. Good. Cool. I mean, you're the aggressor, so they're going to target you first, Sorrows.
I swear to God, if I have to use potions on you, Tom, I'm gonna make.
Just gotta scold you.
I'm gonna start charging for my.
Bad
healing.
giant bat.
Swear to God, if you kill these gnomes.
Oh
Hey,
yeah, Ruined isn't gonna be pleased.
Sorrows, does a 13 hit you?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
It's where we all kill
This
sorrows.
fucking important Baldur's Gate 3 music playing with these fucking piss gnomes, man. Love that shit.
I was gonna say, what's Kypheria's take on this? Does she know the deep-seated past of sorrows and gnomes?
It's not even the Sorrows lineage with gnomes. It is purely Tommy with gnomes.
I know.
11 also will miss you. This is convenient that this map, you are exactly just about within range of all the trees that are far away. That's good job, Gabriel Picard. That is a nat 1. Let's see if it hits Kypheria instead. Doesn't hit Kypheria.
Oh my
instead.
God, I've just realised that they're in other trees. Oh, Tommy,
Yep.
why?
The Ruined, your turn. You hear these darts getting thrown and the chittering of the gnomes. The last verbal thing that they said was cut out his tongue so that we can deprive him of his lies or something along those lines.
Okay.
This wasn't supposed to be a combat encounter, by the way, but
Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna.
It is now.
you know, you rolled on a chance encounter, and it was just supposed to be a funny little goofy encounter, not a danger ahead encounter.
Yeah. I'm gonna just take a few steps forward, and then I'll just like heave a sigh. I will spend a liberation point to activate my chains.
Murder.
Can I react to him doing that?
Sure.
I do not plan to harm these creatures.
We could have just walked away.
Then why didn't you walk away?
I simply wish to show them what it means to walk on the ground.
Well, that's what I'm going to do. And as I activate my chains, I'm going to use what's it?
I swear to God, if these gnomes die when they touch the floor.
Blood NATO. Oh my God. They just explode.
I swear to God, it's gonna suck for the Ruined. I'll tell you that much.
Did I tell you, by the way, since you started using chains last session, for the edit where I put sound effects in, I had to go and like find some chain sound effects, so I went into the fucking audio files of God of War 2018 to get the sounds of the Blades of Chaos. The things I do.
That's pretty sick. I want to use claim on one of them, and like, how far up in the trees are they?
Like 20 feet, 30 feet?
Would a fool be enough to kill them?
Probably not. Might break their leg or something, but
Okay, well, yeah. I mean, seeing as I'm not opposed to hurting them, seeing as they've been shooting at us, but like I don't want to kill them. So this one, I'm just gonna use claim and try and pull him towards me
okay.
so that he's on the ground.
Yep.
Alex, I want you to thank you for saving my hand, because you moving your cursor around has stolen the attention of Ira.
Okay, so I need to.
So what you're saying is I need to install the module that allows us to hide cursors.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so first is just a regular attack.
Hey Pete, I've had an intrusive 4.
Yes.
I know
By
they
the
are
way,
a playable
Alex, you
race.
should have your chains in your inventory, do you not?
Oh,
It's the same, it's just that, like, same stats, it's just I did
oh
that.
yeah, I do. Sorry, I didn't even notice.
That's alright. I just...
Oh, it's because I used the use item and the rapiers appear on the left while the
Ah.
chains are now on the right, so I didn't even see that they were there.
Fair enough. I've also just noticed that the Arzamori brooch for some reason is a weapon, but I'll change that at some point. A 24 will hit.
Yeah, I wanna. I don't really even want to do like damage. I just want to pull him. So could I?
I would say if
Could
you
I
want to
just
do
have
that,
him-
maybe you attack with disadvantage.
With disadvantage. I still need to hit him though to be able to
Yeah, no.
pull him, and he still needs to do.
Yeah, I'm just saying that, like, you're trying to do something more technically difficult. Be the same sort of thing I'd say if you want to try and, like, shoot a character's eye, sort of thing. It's like you're aiming for a specific result other than just hurt and pull. So...
Okay, all right, fair enough. I'll roll again then.
An 18 will still hit, so...
Okay. Yeah, and then he'll need to do a dex save against a 14, I believe.
Doke. He succeeds, he got a 14.
Fuck!
Your chains wrap round him and grab him by his legs, and he goes, ah! And grabs a branch and just holds on for dear life.
Hey, Ruin, do you want a d6 on that?
Yes?
Well,
Wait,
I guess it
but
would be
it's
D6
his-
against his roll, I guess. Right?
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
Which I
not.
don't
Sorry,
think you
bud.
can technically do.
No.
Yeah, no. Oh well.
It was an opposed check, then yes. But,
The other one goes and goes, grab my hand, brother! I won't let you fall! Grab my hand! Zila, your turn.
No, homies. I'm just walking off normally.
Okay.
Are these over here? Are these because I assume I can see them in there?
Yeah,
in
they're
the
also
trees?
in a tree.
Are they more aiming towards Soros and like whatever is going on there, or are they just
One
like
of them, I believe, has already thrown one at Soros.
okay? Does it seem like they would attack me next if I were to?
Roll an insight check.
Cool.
They might, but you're probably not an active threat if you're not attacking them.
Okay, in that case, I'll get closer. I'll ready my action and I'll use Night Terror if whatever gnome is trying to shoot me. Otherwise, I'll not do shit.
Okay. This is the one clinging on. He's gonna let go of one hand and go, your blood vines won't hurt me. And he's gonna throw a dart at you, the ruined. A 6 will miss you.
Yes.
The fucking goats.
I don't understand how I've gotten to this point.
We just talked about needing numbers. Why don't we just recruit them?
I don't understand how we got to this point.
Kyfury is just gonna look incredibly confused and just go, okay. She's just gonna walk off.
Yeah.
This one's going to go for Sorrows. Does a 15 hit you, Sorrows?
I think so. Yes.
Okay. You take 4 points of piercing damage. You're not raging yet, so that is not negated at all. And on top of that, can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
It's poison.
Oh, I get fucked up.
Oh no, purple worm poison, no!
You are not poisoned.
I swear to God, if I'm sitting there trying to fucking stop you guys getting poisoned and fucking healing you, oh.
Can you not attack my mouse cable?
Baba, I
So a
crave
20 will also
violence.
hit you, Sorrows.
What was that?
A 20 will also hit you, so you take another
Correct.
5 points of piercing damage. And can you make me another Constitution saving throw? That is a fail. You are now poisoned.
Oh boy.
You are going to be poisoned for 1 minute. You can make a saving throw at the end of each of your turns, ending the effect in a successful result.
Okay.
Does poison mean?
Poisoned means a poisoned
believe it's
creature has
just-
disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Sorrows, your turn.
Meow.
Okay. I'm gonna take a javelin. I'm gonna throw it, but not like that. I'm gonna throw it like so, like Beyblade, and hit them with the stick.
The Darth Maul saber.
I
throw.
can't give you double disadvantage, so I guess, yeah, go ahead.
Double disadvantage.
Yeah, I just want to knock one out the tree. That's my only goal here. Jeez.
That will miss.
That is unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Alright.
That your turn?
Yes.
You can make a Constitution saving throw. That is a success. You are no longer poisoned.
Excellent. I'd like to rage as well.
Oh my God.
Okay. Right. This gnome will clasp the hand of his friend who's currently chained but not yanked out of the tree yet and go, "I'll save you, brother!" And he's going to target the ruined. Does a 17 hit you, ruined?
Yes.
Okay, you take a dart to your leg. You take 3 points of damage, and can you roll me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Can.
You are not poisoned, though.
Nice.
This one is going to target Sorrows again. The 10 will miss you. Agis, your turn.
Man, I could have just stayed with the other guys. I'm pretty sure I would have been far better off there. I mean, I know I would have been far better off there. I wonder if these guys are so small, could I waterboard them with a healing potion and just heal them while drowning them? These are the thoughts that are going through my head as I'm walking away.
To be frank, Calum, I don't think that waterboarding has any real size relevance because it's just about putting a cloth over their face.
Well, no, it's mainly the fact that because they're so small, the potion would be healing them as it's drowning them. Whereas if it was a bigger character, it wouldn't affect as much because it's quite a small potion.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Can a healing potion heal suffocating lungs?
I mean, technically, when you suffocate, I think you just get failures on a death save. I don't think you technically take damage from suffocation. When you've reached your maximum amount of time for holding your breath, you just die. Well, you don't just die.
Okay,
you
so
go to 0 hit points.
in other words, I can't waterboard them and use a healing potion.
I mean, yeah, you technically stabilize them. You just, yeah. So I guess kind of can. Anyways, you start walking away, yeah?
Yep. That's what's going through my head as I'm walking away.
Okay. This one's going to target Sorrows. A 17 will hit him. He takes 1 point of damage now since he is raging. And Tommy, another Constitution saving throw, please.
Yes.
You're fine.
Same.
This one's going to aim at the ruined. A 22 will hit you.
Fucking hell, they're getting some good hits in.
You take 5 points of damage. Can I get a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh, I swear to God.
That is a fail. You are now poisoned.
God damn.
This one is going to target Sorrows.
Ooh.
That will miss. The ruined, your turn.
So, poisoned gives you disadvantage on attacks,
And
Well,
saving throws. Oh, yeah.
attacks and ability checks. So if I wanted to go for another no damage chain, how would that work? Because I can't exactly get double
You
disadvantage.
can't get double disadvantage, so same as Tommy's bullshittery, you still just get disadvantage.
Okay, all right. I'm just gonna try again.
Okay.
I'm the same guy. Right, this time I'll use chain.
Yeah, that will hit. So.
How high up are they in
Saving
feet,
throw?
by the way? Sorry.
20.
Dex saving throw against a 14.
You got a 19.
Fucking hell,
Still
man.
clinging on. Okay. That your turn?
Yep.
Their dex isn't even that high. That's
You
crazy.
can then make a con saving throw to try and unpoison yourself.
Ah, okay, cool.
You are no longer poisoned.
Nice.
I swear the exact same thing happened with Tommy, which is he was poisoned for literally like one turn of
Yeah.
a character, and then it became his turn, and he became unpoisoned. Zila, your turn.
I'll turn to Agis and ask him. I mean, do we just leave? Or
I mean, they're posing no real threat, and we could just walk away.
yeah, exactly. I mean, have a good one. I'll like wave to everyone and I'll just walk off. I'll ready my action still. They try to shoot me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Back to these two. This one clinging onto the branch, chain still wrapped around his leg. He looks to his brother and just goes, "There's only one way, brother." He goes, "No, don't do it. I love you. Tell my children I did this for them." And he lets go of the branch so that he swings all the way over to you, the ruined. And he's going to try and grapple you, so he lands on your shoulders.
Oh my
He's not on the
God.
floor yet.
He's not on the floor yet. So he's going to roll an athletics check, and you can roll athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, I will go for acrobatics.
Cool, he rolled a 4, so you dodge out of the way and he lands on the floor behind you. As he lands on the floor, he goes, writhing in what seems to be agony. This one in the branch goes, no! And then this one, while still writhing in agony, is going to go, I won't die in vain! And he's going to pull out his war pick and try and attack your feet with it. I believe a 12 misses you.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It goes right through the hole where the rapier appears.
Kytheria just goes, and just is, yeah, fuck it. She's going to pick him up.
Oh!
He's adorable.
Turns out Kytheria also has this weird illness that Tom does. Just puts him in a pocket.
Damn. She rolled a 4 on her grapple check. It rolled a nat 1.
Oh,
Damn. That's impressive.
So she manages to pick him up and she goes, look, see, you're fine. See how you're not dying? I'm melting! Ah! Okay. She's just gonna hold him there by like the scruff of his neck.
Bro, this is some Sundered Empire shit, man, I swear.
can I just make a comment?
Yeah.
I'll just say, I'll just let you calm down.
They've got Anthony! No! And this one's gonna throw a dart at Kytheria. That will miss her. This one's gonna throw a dart at Sorrows.
Fucking Anthony.
That's a nat 1. Fuck it, he will see if he hits his friend.
Oh god.
That's another nat 1.
Jesus.
He
He hits the one behind him.
No, fuck it. He hits this guy, doesn't injure him, but like skims him as he's like still reaching out, screaming, and causes him to fumble and fall out of the tree as well.
Oh.
No!
Can I try and catch him?
Roll me a dex saving throw. That is a failure. Yeah, he lands on the floor and starts writhing in pain as well. That was your turn, Sorrows.
Alright, I'm gonna crouch down. I'm gonna help him up, and then I'm gonna say it to him, but I'll say it progressively louder so all the gnomes can hear while I'm looking around. We have blessed you and your kind with the ability to walk on the earth. No longer do you have to cower in the trees.
Roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage because of your failures earlier in persuading and lying.
Come on. Plus ultra. Hell yeah.
Not bad.
Pretty good. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Tom, you want a D6?
Yeah, I'll take a d6.
Do you want it?
He's like a dealer. Hey Tom, you want a D6?
20.
That's 19.
What? Did it roll again? Oh, it didn't. Okay. Oh yeah, I rolled 15, didn't I? I thought it was 16. Yeah, 19.
I'm not melting. I'm not melting. The Timothy also goes, now that you mention it, I'm not melting either.
We were trying to tell you.
Ah. I don't know what to do with myself. All these
You've
years-
always been... Sorry, you...
Well, I was just saying all these years, just... allowed us to touch the ground. Why?
You have always been smart to stick to the trees. You never know what's out there. But now you know you have a whole world to explore.
Can I shout from wherever I am?
Yeah.
Yeah, yay, we gave you the gift to go explore other trees. Go do it. Have fun.
Can we like leave?
You know, now with your freedom, you could join us.
But you just said there was dangerous things out there.
He's
That we should
recruiting
stay in the trees.
Pragnos.
What better way to protect yourself from dangerous things than to grow,
Oh, I
to
don't
learn
know.
to fight them?
I don't know about you, but this is like as tall as I get.
I meant more metaphorically.
Roll me a persuasion check. I'm gonna make the
You
DC
fought well.
fucking high, but
Bro, we're not recruiting Kragnos.
Cool. Tom's come a long way in this fight, hasn't he? From wanting to slaughter them all to trying to recruit them.
Hey, you still have my reroll.
Inspiration. Do I have a fucking inspiration?
No,
Do I
you
have
have
a...
my reroll.
Ah, I do? Okay, yeah, I'll use your reroll. Come on.
Nat 20.
Come on, I got a nat 20 last time, but there were other obstacles. I need to do it this time. Alex, can you, like, kiss the dice, please? The fake dice. Thank you.
I give Tommy bad omens.
Roll initiative.
I'd like to remind you that inspiration is you keep the second result. It's technically not rolling with advantage, it's re-rolling.
Okay, now can I use inspiration?
What's the wording of yours, Samo? Is it advantage or is it re-roll? If
Wait,
it's
let me see.
advantage,
I
then you
think
roll
I'm
the 8.
pretty sure it's this reroll. Wait. Journal. Make preparations.
Bad omens on you,
Research.
Tommy.
On success, each party member may re-roll a failed ability check.
So
I
it's
wish
re-roll. So you
bad
keep the second
omens
result,
on
so you can
you.
then roll inspiration if you need to. Tommy.
Okay.
Come on,
The-
Calum,
the-
Shamon.
The
Yeah,
evilest of omens.
Samo, kiss the dice, please, man. Kiss the dice.
Bad omens on
Oh, he really went for it. He really went
Yeah, I
for
went in there.
We're
This
gonna-
one works now.
Come on.
It's better than a nat 1.
It's better than that. I saw a one again for a second there.
No, you were right. Danger's outside of the trees. We should go back into the trees. Timothy, get back to the trees! And Timothy flails, and Kypheria is like being held up by the scruff of his neck by Kypheria, and just goes, "Let me go, she witch." She just
I like that one.
She just lets him go, and he sprints as fast as he can for the trees.
She witch.
Okay, well, goodbye.
I don't know
So-
if you've blessed us or cursed us, outsiders.
Well, I mean, if you don't want to be on the ground, you can just stay in the trees. There's really not much difference.
But the knowledge, our younglings, they'll be tempted.
Oh, well, you know, it only counts on you.
Just
Oh.
them two.
Yeah, that means that you up there, and I'll
Lads,
point
the
at
rest
those.
of you cannot touch the ground still. Apparently.
Yep.
But if you can touch the ground, you want to come over for tea later? Yeah, okay.
They have tea? Hey, yo. Can we
Okay.
get some of that?
Do you guys continue on your journey?
Yes,
Yes,
for the love of
please.
God,
I'm
yes.
begging. This took 50 times longer than it should have.
I don't care. It's going down as a goat for me.
I will
Give a shit.
say full disclosure. It's supposed to be raiding during that entire thing. Full disclosure. The prompt in the book said wood elves who believed the floor is lava, and I went, Wood elves are a bit more serious in this setting. Gnomes, though, they've always been the butt of every joke in the song setting, and I know it would make people happy, so...
It did that.
Anyways. I don't know why we moved back to this map. Let's move back to the map of Terral since you're still traveling.
Yeah.
So, it'll be another 3 days. Nothing else of note is going to happen during those 3 days. So, you can do your scroungings, you can do your downtimes, etc.
The others can also take long rests, right?
No, they can take short rests.
Yeah,
can
no,
use
'cause
short
it's
rest.
like
Right.
they can just-
Yeah, it's a journey. Yeah, you're right.
Ah, man.
So those that were hit, you guys can like.
We are take a short rest.
Hey, Pete,
Yep.
Yes.
can I talk to Garfield area?
Sure.
Hey, up, Garfield. No. It's that gnome poison then. It's swallowing my tongue.
You didn't get hit by it.
I'm an academic, Pete. I have to try it.
Okay, which day are you doing it on? Sorry.
I mean, whatever day we're on now.
Well, it's 4 days journey in total, so you can do it on the 4th day, 3rd day, 2nd day.
Third day sounds
Okay,
good.
so the day after.
Yes, the day after that.
Okay. So, then you are on the last day of whatever the month was before Deep Winter, because I've now moved us on to the 1st of Deep Winter. You are on the last day of the month of stars, when you are about a day out from Hammon, and you want to speak to Kytheria.
Yes.
Okay.
So, how are you holding up, Kythera?
Not bad, I guess.
Good. I maybe should have mentioned it earlier, but I wanted to apologize for leaving you in that fight we had.
You did what you had to do, got the others up.
I know, but it's still, still a pretty bad thing to do when engaged in combat, is to leave one of your friends behind, so...
Look, I don't know if you noticed, but my style of fighting is... how should we say? Underhanded.
If that works for you, then that works for you, but...
And if darting in and out of combat so that you can stop our friends from dying works for you, then it works for you.
Why are these two so massive?
Just because I'm trying to make it so that, like, we can just see them in conversation, essentially.
I originally, when it was just Agis, I thought Pete was just trying to say that he's a big boy.
Damn.
No, he's only 2 inches.
Yeah, but he
No,
lost
it was
his.
private, Pete!
But he lost his touch.
It was
He's
private.
grown up now.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, as you can see from my way of fighting, it's not exactly,
Fighting.
yeah.
Have you ever killed anyone?
I think you know the answer to that one.
I genuinely don't. I didn't really have eyes on you during the uprising, but since then, you might have killed a couple of zombies maybe, but people?
No, I can safely say I haven't ended anyone's life. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure if I can.
Well, for what it's worth, when push comes to shove, you'll be fine. Survival instinct kicks in, you'll slit a guy's throat and let them bleed all over you if needs be. It's the aftermath. Whether you can cope with that, that's uncertain.
I hope it doesn't come to that.
I don't really know what the plan is beyond us trying to get our people back, but I have a sneaking suspicion that that's not really an option.
Well, I'm sure the aftermath will be fine if I've got everyone else with me.
I mean, you're in a group full of killers, so should be fine, right? She says with a kind of shallow smile, like, you know, that was clearly a bad joke, but fuck it.
Here's hoping, eh?
It gets easier, though.
I've heard that. I think for me, I don't think it's the act. I think it's more afraid of what I could become. It scares me more.
She kind of narrows her eyes at that, and I'm going to have her roll an insight check. She got a 17. Would you say that's enough for her to gain some insight into what you meant by that?
Yeah.
Cool. Disclose what you feel is worth disclosing then, that she'd gain from that insight check.
I mean, in the sense of what I'm getting at, it's probably something to do with my past.
Mm-hmm.
What else can I sort of figure out? I'd probably be itching at my scars when I say it.
Scared that you're going to become someone that you know?
Yeah, you can say that.
A parent?
Yes, my father.
Guess I'm lucky then. I never knew my parents. But, there are pieces of shit in this world. I've known plenty of them. Hell, I'd even paint myself amongst them half the time. I wouldn't count you as one of them.
Give it time.
Maybe. But, she looks at, like, the rest of the group.
Currently fighting gnomes.
In my head canon at the moment, you two are, like, the front of the pack, so she kind of, like, glances back at the rest of them and she goes, for what it's worth, there are people here that, at least on paper, should be a lot worse than they seem to actually be. So, I guess what I'm saying is that you could surprise yourself, and it could be in a good way.
Here's hoping.
Look, as long as you don't become a cultist of dusk, I think we're fine. She says that, and you feel like there's a bit more weight to that. That's not just her, like, throwing some random thing out into the wind. Like, maybe she knows a cultist of dusk.
I will not pry. I'm happy for the conversation to end there.
Okie doke. Anyone else want to do anything during travel?
Hmm.
Better make
Nope.
myself some motherfucking potions.
I'll just keep writing my book.
Some motherfucker post.
So is that's another 2 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Pete, would you agree that if I'm making potions, I wouldn't be able to do herbalish yet?
Yeah, I would say that's probably about right.
Okay. Is there a cap for how many potions I can make per day, or?
I wouldn't say so.
Excellent.
Because I don't, at least currently, don't have anything to do. Could I maybe go out and try and find maybe some of those mushrooms that I have helped him with before, just on my own? Just those mushrooms specifically, nothing special.
You don't have a herbalism kit or anything like that, do you?
I don't.
Roll me a survival check. The DC will be higher than normal. But that will be a success.
Oh yeah.
You do indeed find some red amanita mushrooms.
In case you plan on adding them into my inventory, you can just give them to Agis. I will give them to him anyway.
Okie dokie. Cool.
I've encountered somewhat of a problem, Pete.
What have you encountered?
Putting shit in my bag means that the crafting tab thinks I don't have them on my person.
Let's take them out of your bag then.
How do I do that?
You go into your bag and you drag the
Yep.
stuff from your bag into your inventory.
I'm trying that. It's not doing it.
Bag of holding?
Yeah.
Worked for me.
Okay.
You're not doing it properly?
No, I'm taking it from the bag and I'm dragging it to consumables and letting go, and it's not doing nothing.
Okay. What do you want to remove? I put the red amanita mushrooms in there, but anything else?
It was gonna be the red enemy emotions, just for the moment.
Okay.
Excellent. I'd like to do some crafting. Potions of healing, yeah.
How many
potions of-
mushrooms did I find?
1.
Nice.
Potions of healing.
Nice.
I've crafted potions.
He now has
Damn.
7 potions of healing.
Yeah, there you.
And I will once again split them into the party.
Alright, do that trade.
Hey, Alex.
Yes.
Or, hey, Ruined, I have a potion for you.
Oh, thank you.
His first name is The.
Oh, sorry. Hey, the.
As we covered last session, his full name is The Rui Ned. Therefore, first name The, middle name Rui, last name Ned.
The Ned, basically.
That's his, like, that's what
One
most people would call
potion,
him.
sir.
Oh, thank you.
Don't use it all at once.
I think that's literally the only way you can use a potion of healing. Okay.
Ah,
Ah,
Zilla, let us
I do not
converse and
accept.
trade.
thank
One
you.
potion.
Shall be taking that.
Damn, you're not even going to give him anything in return for that, Zila? What the fuck?
I gave him mushroom.
You never give Agis anything. It's real fucked up with you.
I also gave him a ring.
Now, Tommy.
Hello.
Unfortunately for you, as I said, I now charge.
Damn.
God damn. You
I'm
now
just kidding.
charge, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I now charge for your healing.
I'll take your lunch healing potions. I'll dangle you upside down, my guy. Oh no. Thank you for the blessed healing.
And finally, Pete. Otherwise known as Kytheria.
Oh, I thought you were just going to give a potion of healing to every single NPC.
No?
Okay.
Dice doubles a long way. Can I have one as well? Please.
I don't know how this is. Oh, there you go. It did work.
Yep.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, fuck.
Okie doke.
There we go.
Cool. Anyone doing anything else?
Yes, Pete.
What else?
So during that fight with the gnomes,
Mm-hmm.
I had a big brain idea, which was, hey, if I can infuse items, maybe I can infuse potions. And with that, what I'm talking about is a certain feat I get now called experimental elixirs.
Okay.
So, once per long rest, I get to make a random potion. I think it's a 1d6 or a 1d8.
Right. Click the if you click expand, which it might have expanded for you. No, it doesn't look like it has. If you click expand on the thing you posted in chat, you should see at the bottom there's a roll table.
Yep.
So if you click into that and then roll.
It's opened it. Oh, there we go, roll.
Potion of
go.
invulnerability.
An elixir of boldness. The drinker can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to every attack roll and saving throw they make the next minute. Okay, is
Yeah.
that a pre-made item or do I need to go in and make that?
I don't know.
It's not a pre-made item.
That's unfortunate.
That is. But let's make it one now.
Eureka, baby. I'm making potions. Who's gonna be the lucky boy or girl I give that to?
What colour do you want the potion to be?
Fuck it, if it's boldness, make it like a yellowish gold.
What?
Okay.
That potion is pretty fucking good, damn.
It's technically an elixir.
I know exactly who I'm going to give this to, as I come running over smugly to the ruined.
In every campaign, he's got a drug dealer.
Well, I know he's the one that's going to be like, an experimental elixir, huh? Gulp.
Yep.
I'll take that. I can't just be like, hey, take this weird substance to, I don't know, fucking Zila.
Take this weird substance, no clue what this shit does. Actually, would your character know what it does?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
It's just, unfortunately, I can't specifically say, okay, I'm going to make this potion. It's kind of a...
Ah, yeah,
I wonder
okay.
what potion it'll turn out to be. Hey, Ruined, I've done it.
What?
So I was thinking, right, I'm getting good now at fusing items like magic into items to do certain things. I was like, what if I do it to like potions?
Certainly an interesting concept.
And I'll just be smiling, and then I'll like shake the yellowy golden potion. Like,
Oh, you've already done it.
I mean, I haven't tested it. However, voila, my magic is inside this potion.
Do you need a test subject?
I mean, that's why I've come over. I wouldn't use
Let
it
me
now.
have it.
Think of it as a battle enhancement.
Okay,
Yes.
I can give it a try next time we get into a kerfuffle.
Also, I will just let you know, it's experimental, so I don't think it'll last long. So if you don't use it by today, I'd throw it away. If not, there might be nasty side effects.
Oh, right, okay.
Right, yeah.
I'll keep that in mind, but thank you.
Thank you. Let me know how it goes, or hopefully I'll be watching.
I don't imagine I could be in any more agony.
Damn, bro. You okay? Like, I'll put it on the shoulder.
It's just my scoliosis. Ah.
Oh, right.
I have added the elixir of boldness to your inventory, the ruined.
Thank you.
You know, I'm not sure what I can do at the moment, but I could. And I was talking about finding a cure, but we could always try.
I would like that.
Maybe not right now, though.
No, I still need to figure some things out myself first.
Okay. Well, the offer's always there, so
I appreciate it.
I'll give him a thumbs up and then hurry away.
All right. Anyone doing anything else?
Nope.
Go, I need to hunt.
Okay. Oh yeah. Also, since he's only doing that on the 4th day, everyone remove 3 rations so far.
3 rations.
Go ahead and remove 4 rations unless he's got an inspiration point.
Could I help him?
I'm
On
going
the
to say you
fourth
look for
day?
mushrooms, so no.
But I didn't do that on the 4th day.
You did it for the journey, essentially.
I still have a reroll available for anyone to use.
I have
But,
one more d6.
1d6 could allow you to roll a d4 for the number of rations you get,
I mean,
potentially.
Am I not able to use my reroll on myself then?
No,
it's
no,
the last
unless
day
it
and the
says you
journey is
can.
just about to end. So just use whatever you can, like, I think.
Yeah, I use a d6 then.
Cool, you're going to need a 4 or higher. That is a 4 or higher. Cool, roll me 1d4. You find enough rations to feed either 3 people or 1 person for 3 days. So basically you find 3 rations. So if you want to use them in the group, then only 2 people are going to have to use a ration on the 4th day.
I'll use 4 rations, it's fine. I'll stock up anyway.
Yeah, I'll just feed myself for the journey pretty much with that, instead of everyone having to edit the things again.
So you use 1 ration then, Sorrows.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Oops.
So the rest of us are still down 4, right?
4, yeah.
Cool.
We should all be on 3, I think. We're all...
I think I got another ration, so I'm down on 4 now.
Oh, okay. Beep.
Cool. Anything else from people during the journey?
Nope.
Okay. You trudge along across the rolling fields of the Kingdom of Valenn, heading towards the city of Hammon on the 4th day, which is the first day of deep winter, also the first day of the season of winter. There is a thin snow on the ground when you wake up that morning, but it's not cold enough that the snow really stays, and in fact during the day it starts raining, and while the overall temperature is around about 0 degrees and so it's quite cold, the water is actually reasonably, like the rain is reasonably warm, thus melting the snow away, and kind of like it has this weird mixed bag effect where you're damp and uncomfortable, but it's not chilling your bones, but you also get the sense of when it stops raining, you'll just be left alone soaking wet in the cold weather. So, it's not a great mix. As you crest over a hill, you see before you rolling out the city of Hammon.
Come on, Hammon.
Hammon is a port city. It is not huge, definitely not a metropolis like Aasimar itself, but similar sort of size to Nilnide, several thousand occupants. You can see ships, on the horizon, some coming into port, some leaving port. You can just about hear the hubbub of city life, market criers, that sort of thing. You can see flags flying from the ramparts. It's a walled city. It's, in terms of, aesthetics, European medieval. Big, thick stone walls. Large gates as the sole entries to the city. Potentially, your fellow refugees were brought here. How would you like to proceed?
Where exactly are the ruined shackles on his body?
On his wrists and feet, I believe, or wrists and ankles. Is that right, Alex?
Yes, wrists and ankles.
Is there any way you can conceal them?
You could take them off, potentially, with, crowbar or something. Otherwise...
I don't think he wants them off.
Yeah,
No.
I'm aware. I'm just saying that is an option. Otherwise, you could potentially wrap them in cloth or something and make them not look as obvious, or get him a large cloak that he can hide underneath.
Can I do the cloak thing?
Yellow cloak? What?
Can do the cloak thing. I'll probably still rattle a little bit, but
Yeah, let's maybe go with that.
Okay.
I have fine clothes.
Of course you do, you fucking princess.
Personal nuts.
Fucking dunking on all of these people.
So, just saying.
Actually, let me have a look what I have. I might have something. No, I do not.
Fine clothes would probably, for you, include like a nice elvish cloak. Probably not one of the kind of ones designed for scouts, but more for like nobility.
Yeah.
It would be clearly expensive, although at this point probably worn and damaged, but nonetheless clearly of money originally, of a kind of like velvet texture and fabric. A kind of darkish, like a very, very, very dark blue to the point that like it shimmers and sometimes looks black, sometimes looks blue, and kind of resembles twilight. It might potentially bring more attention to the ruined if he's wearing it and the rest of him doesn't look like it fits. That is the only issue.
Well,
I'm just not sure if... Oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
depending on how much I need to be out and about, I can just kind of lounge around in an inn. And if we're going to be under an hour, I could possibly do something about my appearance.
I think we'll stay longer than an hour.
Yes, that might be a bit trickier then.
But you could spend that hour getting clothes that would suit you better.
True. Yes, I could do that.
Did Zila unveil the cloak?
It's up to Zila
Or
whether
she
she
can-
revealed.
I would have brought it up, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, did you have it out?
Yeah, I would have had that up.
Can I roll history on that, Pete?
Sure. That is not a success.
Hmm.
Damn.
Interesting.
Well, seeing as we're about to go in, you should probably have this back. and I'll pull the axe off of what I'm assuming I'm just carrying on my back, and I will give it back over to Sorrows. How does one do the trade again? Do
Bottom
I
left.
highlight them and then?
I think you select his token and then bottom left. I should know that you're you.
Yeah, request trade. So we're choosing trade with.
The Ruined offers 1 great axe.
Hell you.
I felt too light without this. Thank you.
Might have helped your back. Certainly didn't help mine.
Okay. Do y'all want to head in?
Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as we sort of get to near the entrance or something where I'm still sort of out of the way, seeing it hopefully if we're going to be doing some shopping and everything, I'll cast Disguise Self on myself.
Alright, do you want to initiate that now just so it uses up the spell slot and what have you?
Yeah, I'm not even sure if I have a spell slot. It's just from my Hexblood.
Then it's innate spellcasting,
feature.
so it's fine. It will use up the 1 use you got for either
Oh,
short rest or
yeah,
long
there
rest.
it is. Yeah, I wasn't even sure if it was in there. Yeah, no worries. And I'm going to make myself look as I did before I transformed. Does it change? Oh yeah, and the clothing. Yeah, so I'll make myself look as I looked back before I was enslaved, with some nice leather armor
Okay.
and color.
Yeah, you restore yourself to a less emaciated version of the drow that everyone met at the beginning of the campaign, Veluin, but wearing, as you say, leather armor and kind of looking much more normal, to be frank.
Yeah, the bloody eyes are gone. The creepy grin has transformed back into his friendly smile that used to be on his face constantly.
Gotta say, Rowan, I'm actually missing your other form.
Yes, well, it's probably just as good that I can't see myself in this form, because it may give me a tad bit of mental trouble.
Oh.
If it helps, we can always track down a vampire and get you converted.
Would certainly be an experience. Right, let's go and get some clothes.
And maybe be a little bit more subtle about our questioning, she says, glancing over at Zila, since we're now in a city rather than a village.
I feel like our questioning was pretty on point, wasn't it, Zilla?
Yeah, well, perhaps.
All I know is the 2 of you went in there and a woman came running out, and I'm willing to bet it wasn't you, she says, looking at Agis.
I'll give Kaiju
Sure.
a nice smile. I'll walk off. Peace.
Sure.
I mean, she wasn't there, but genuinely it wasn't you, it was Zila, because Zila was, tell us about the Azamori soldiers who came through, and the shopkeeper's like, you seem a little bit intense about this. And then you came in and were like, we're just trying to catch up with it. Like, you smoothed it over with a good lie. But like, Zila, as soon as you heard that there was mention of soldiers, you were just like, where are they? Where did they go? Can I speak with them? Tell me more.
I didn't see that. So, especially from what I found out in that village, that's all I'm going to say, mate.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll probably leave it there, since 10 minutes before we'd normally finish anyways. It feels like a good time. As you all head on into the city of Hammon. You head on into Hammon.
Hammon?
As you approach the gates to the north, you can see it despite the rain. Glistening in the sunlight, the spires of Aasimar looming over like an omnipresent knife, reminding you that the Empire sees all.
Blow it up.
Blow it up.
Okay.
Next session, boys, we're blowing it up.
Yep. We're not even there yet, we're blowing it up.
Artificer powers, baby.
Next session, he's building a bomb.
Thank you everyone for watching Dragonriders, A Song of the Damned. We shall see you all next time. Have a wonderful week. Stay safe. Roll some dice. Bully some gnomes.
Yes, do that.